Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
What up? What the fuck is up?
What up?
It's episode 204.
204
of the iLLogical Sense podcast. This is your boy Busby.
Give me a hell yeah! And over here is your boy JC600, aka JC6 Rings, aka Champion Cole.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. I had to switch it up. Champion JC is just kind of too wordy.
Right.
Champion Cole gets right to the point.
And Martin.
Yo, what the fuck is up, man? What's happening?
Shit, a week away from the election.
Give me a hell yeah!
Did you vote?
Yeah.
Did you vote?
No, not yet.
Okay, I didn't vote yet either.
Yeah.
Both of you motherfuckers need a better vote, man.
Man, you know we going to, bro.
Lines are getting long as of right now.
That's cool. I got the absentee ballot vote, so I'm just gonna drop that thing
shit off.
Yep.
Be in and on my way.
Yeah, for over 60 million people have voted already. No, not even 60. I think it's 70 million now. Yeah, man. Everyone and their fucking mamas out there voting to make sure this motherfucker is out. So shit.
Good.
And Trump is losing his goddamn mind. Y'all watch the fucking debate?
Nah. I saw it.
Oh man.
I said I would, and then as soon as I touched down in Vegas, I was like, I'm here to relax. No. I'm here to be on vacation.
Trump was still wilding though, man. As always, he said, this motherfucker, best part on there, he called himself the least racist person in the room. And then he's like, I am not since Abraham Lincoln I'm like the least racist person in the room. Like the least racist person. And like when he's saying this,
wasn't the moderator black?
Yeah.
Like, how are you?
No, but the thing was, when you see the split screen, you see Joe Biden. You see Joe Biden, he just has his head down and he's just hearing him talk. And he looks so irritated, but he knows he's going to hit him with something. And so he just got done talking, calling himself the least racist person in the room. I've done more for the black community since Abraham Lincoln, So as soon as he was done, they said, Joe Biden. Joe Biden, what are you going to say to that? And he just looked over and pointed and said, Abraham Lincoln is was one of the most racist presidents of our generation, while pointing at Trump. Because we all don't know, Abraham Lincoln still had fucking slaves. He still enslaved folks, black folks. And the only reason why he freed the slaves was because he wanted to win the war. If he could have kept some slaves, he would have did it. He said it himself. Look it up.
Well, the bigger story in that is even in freeing the slaves, it's literally on paper. He was like, yeah, so if we free them, they'll just leave.
Yeah.
Like, literally, that was Abraham Lincoln's thought process. Like, all right, we'll just free them, and then they'll just leave the country.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, he pointed at Trump, said Abraham Lincoln was the most racist president, blah, 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 blah. And Trump was like, no, I'm not racist. And then it was like a double entendre. It was a double entendre because he called himself Abraham Lincoln, and he was pointing at him. It was like, don't even ask me how. And it was funny, Biden just put his head, he just had that smirk on his face. He was like, this stupid motherfucker. Oh man, this motherfucker.
Yeah. I don't even know, man. I was listening to it while I was driving, because I was at work while it was going on and shit. And I was just like, man, this motherfucker's digging a deeper and deeper hole every time he fucking talks.
He was on his bbest behavior though. Compared to the last one.
No, definitely that. He actually paid attention to the moderator and fucking whatever. But it's just like.
He even did, because they were going to mute his fucking mic, that's why.
Was that a thing?
Yeah, they said
How did they do that shit last time?
Well, because they never had to do it before.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So this time it was available.
No, they said flat out, yeah, we'll mute you. You get 2 minutes, and if you go over it, we will mute you. And Trump only got muted twice. Joe Biden didn't even need to be fucking muted. They didn't cut his mic or nothing.
That's what's up.
So, yeah, right now, he's doing horrible. He's in the polls right now. Horrible. I still have 2016 flashbacks, so the job not done until I hear.
I was about to say, those polls are nice, but
job not finished. Get your asses out, even though Texas is leaving.
Let's wait until when we go right into early wee hours of Wednesday morning next week. That's when we'll find out.
Oh, yeah. I know. I'm gonna be up, and they're gonna announce it. fucking President-elect Joe Biden. That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to see.
Dude. Well, just replying back to JC real quick. We might find out Tuesday night. Because
you're right.
the what do you call the votes that already been answered and shit, they just got to be counted up.
I guess that is true because I found out about Trump. It was still Tuesday night here. I guess wee hours on the East Coast.
Yeah. By the time it gets to the West Coast, they're gonna. By the time it gets to the West Coast, it'll be over. Just like how Obama won the first time. I remember exactly where I was. I was at work, and the election was still going on. And when it hit like around 8:00, 8:15, I was on my break. My mom texted me saying, "Oh, he won." I was like, "Already?" He's like, "Oh yeah." I was like, yeah, he won, and it wasn't even close. And I was like, shit, 8:15, he won the. I was like, okay, shit. So
yeah, it's kind of what I'm expecting, to be honest with you. Maybe even sooner than that, but
we're gonna see, man. Job not finishing.
I'm hoping for the best, but I've already prepared.
Man,
for
don't
the worst.
That shit, man.
Right.
That's life, brother.
All I said was 2020.
No,
you said Lakers 2020. I'm thinking 2020. Every time he said crazy shit when he got elected, my first process was like, all right, 2020. That's all I kept saying. Just like how you kept saying Lakers 2020. My 2020 was looking at that nigga. Every time he said some shit, I didn't even get mad. I was just like, I don't know why y'all get mad. This is who the fuck he was. Don't get mad now. You saw how he was. But I was like,
seriously.
I was like, okay, 2020. Every time he got mad, I'm like, okay, all right. And now we here. So, so right now, next week when we come back, we are it's gonna be or we're fucked, or I'm gonna have myself a happy birthday. So, do your fucking job, America.
Latter, bro. I hope it's the latter for your sake.
Oh,
you know
yeah. Like, for everyone's sake.
Well,
we will be fucked.
And particularly you for your birthday, you know what I'm saying? Wishing you well. You know
Oh, yeah, buddy. So, yeah, and it's just like a whole bunch of shit. Biden's polls are up, but like Kobe said, job not finished. I have that LeBron mentality. It's like right before, like when you're sitting on the floor at the end of the Western Conference Finals. That's me right now. Yep. So job not finished.
Like you just waiting.
How was your guys' week?
It was chilled.
Yeah, man.
Niners won.
Can't say too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Niners won.
Chill.
Hey, Niners won.
Yeah.
So that was shit out of Camden.
How about yourself, man?
Bro, that trip was much needed. It was nice. I even upgraded to first class on both flights, and it was still only 2 digits. So I didn't even pay over $100 for each one. So it was nice.
That's what's up.
Upgraded my room from standard to suite. Shout out to Ray, because we were out there for my homeboy's birthday from college.
Nice.
So we just chilled. One of my homeboys that's still with the Raiders on their staff, he came out, had dinner with us, watched Monday Night Football. Ray is a Cowboys fan, so that was funny. Because I was Cardinals Cowboys, and then directly across from us in the restaurant, there was a group of friends and family. One of them was a Cowboys fan, so every time they fucked up, they just looked at that nigga and kept laughing at him the whole night. It's funny as shit. Other than that, my back started tightening up, so I was like, all right, well, you know what that means. Got to call downstairs to go get a massage, and they hooked it right up real quick. Saw a couple other friends from college, went out and had dinner. We mainly we were there just to relax, kind of just get, he's from Tennessee, so he's in the heart of the Bible Belt and MAGA land, so he wanted to get the hell away from there.
Yep.
So it was good. Like again, I was having, second thoughts about going throughout the climate, but once we got out there, we left it was safe. The whole hotel. We stayed at the Luxor, the Pyramid Hotel.
Oh yeah.
All throughout the hotel, everywhere they had stations for masks, sanitizer, and gloves. Like they went it wasn't like, oh yeah, we're in Vegas, we're open. Just they still went and followed the protocol. So I felt good, felt safe.
That's what's up.
Got sleep, which was very fucking important.
Wow.
I slept, man. I think one of the days I slept 12 hours.
Dang, you fucking hibernated?
God damn.
I went to sleep when we woke up, went and had breakfast. I came back in, went to sleep for another 3 hours, woke up just to eat lunch, went back right to sleep. I think by the time I started, really started my day, it was 5 o'clock at night. And then I was up till about...
That's kind of par for Vegas, you know what I'm saying?
But we weren't partying, that was the thing. So I was up, moved around, and then it hit 10, 11 o'clock, and I was like, all right, back to bed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was... Okay. Yeah, no, it was...
And the clubs
it
are still
was that
open
kind
out
of
there?
trip.
And the clubs are still open out there, huh?
I could only guess because I only saw people getting in Ubers dressed up, but I didn't see any clubs open, so... I can't speak on yesterday. I didn't see it.
Right.
But we did a lot of walking, and that was the dope thing about the Luxor. The Luxor connects to Mandalay Bay and New York.
Right.
So you could just walk through, go through the different food courts, and you're in each other's casino.
Oh.
So it was dope to just walk through and not have to Uber.
Yeah. Oh,
to meet people certain places.
Yeah,
it was like,
yeah.
all right, we can just cut through here real quick.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed myself. It was nice.
That's what's up.
And then what happened? I got back, watched football, went back to sleep.
Niners were whooping that ass. I mean, shit, 30-6, right? That was the final score?
33.
33-6.
33-6.
33.
I thought it would have been kind of competitive. I thought Cam would actually, I thought he had an off week the week before. But, no. We whooped that ass.
Yeah.
It was kind of sad. It was kind of sad on the other end. I'm like, damn, Cam. And Belichick sat his ass down in the second half, and I was like, damn, Cam. Shit. How y'all feel about it?
Well,
besides the Niners win.
Niners won. All right, cool. There's something I want to touch on, though. Yeah, when he was benched, right? Mm-hmm. I was watching on CBS, fucking whack, right? Horrible broadcast. And that shit just got even worse, man.
Even without the fans, it just gets worse?
No, it got even worse when Cam got benched. Because they had said on there that was the second time that a quarterback had been benched by Bill Belichick due to ineffectiveness.
Shit.
The first time was just the previous week.
Yeah.
Shit.
Both times those are Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is, right, and Tony Romo, shout out to Tony Romo. I never thought I'd say that in my life, but shout out to fucking Tony Romo. He actually caught what Jim Nantz had said and was like, wait, hold on a second. Wasn't Tom Brady taken out of games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was getting blown out or whatever, right? And he goes, yeah, but those weren't due to ineffectiveness. The game was out of hand. And he looked at the score and he was like, well, this is kind of out of hand.
Especially in the third quarter.
You know what I mean? So it's like, props to fucking Tony Romo for catching that shit.
Coming from a quarterback.
Not only that, but a white quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, they'll always try that slick shit.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, the color shit, the white and black shit was like right there. It was right in your fucking face. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, sorry.
I get you.
Had to get off topic for a little bit because I seen that and it really just my blood was boiling, bro.
Yeah.
No joke.
I would have.
I was happy.
I would have said something if I caught it, but I didn't catch it. I was on.
I was going back and forth with that.
I was on red zone. And that witching hour during the red zone.
Oh yeah, Chris Hansen was going hard.
No, I'm talking about the witching hour.
Yeah, I'm talking about. You talked about the witching hour.
The final hour of the first wave of games. Mm-hmm. All those games went from all right, it's about over to oh shit. Every single fucking snap counts now.
Yeah.
Shit.
In every fucking game, it was Steelers Titans, which I thought was out of play long ago. Said the same thing about Bengals Browns because even though it was close, they looked like they were gonna field goal it to the end.
Right.
Who else was there? There was another game.
There was one other game I remember.
Lions Falcons.
Yeah.
Turned into that.
That was sad.
Damn.
That was just sad.
It was good. It was a tremendous witching hour. I'll give it that. It was awesome.
Fucking.
And that was something else I did too. My cousin, she celebrated her birthday, and her husband got a new place, so they did a housewarming on Sunday. So we went over there and we caught the Sunday night game.
Oh, okay.
And then so it was cool. I could see my aunts. I haven't seen a lot of my girl cousins in forever. So I get there, they're already drinking, already setting up the karaoke machine.
Oh shit.
And then me and my brother went and chilled with my cousin's husband and his boy. My brother's already rolling up. And then we were like, hey, is the game on right now? He goes, oh, my fault. And this nigga went into the recliner seat, pops it open. He's got the electronic recliner. So he hooks up his projector to the recliner and goes, my fault. Puts the fire stick on. We watching around the wall. I was like, hey man, I'm gonna be back ASAP because you got the fucking setup right here. But that shit went into that Sunday night game with the Cards and Seahawks.
That was a great game.
That was an amazing game. I was actually glad they flexed that shit.
Because it was supposed to be the Raiders and fucking Bucks.
Yeah.
But then Tom Brady just got his mojo back. He just realized who the fuck he was. All he needed was preseason. Now he got the kinks back, and then he's becoming vintage Tom Brady. And Patriots haven't won shit this month. They like for the first time they went winless this whole month.
Oh yeah, for the month of October.
Yeah, I'm like that's
Belichick looking funny in the light.
Very funny.
Yeah,
he looking very funny.
Let's give it a little bit of time though. I mean, this is Tom.
Oh,
Brady's
you know what I mean?
Bill
Belichick's gonna last a lot longer than Tom Brady.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
but for the
Belichick will figure it
immediate
out.
year.
Yeah, no, exactly, for sure.
But and I'm on that Sunday night game, man. Who's the nigga that fucking? It was the Cardinals and Seahawks, right?
Buda Baker went and got that pick.
Oh my god.
And then DK Metcalf.
He was running like the T1000, my nigga.
And what did I say on the last episode?
Really though.
What did I say on the last episode? I said if it's not Derrick Henry that's in the immediate running for LeBron James, look like in the NFL, it's DK Metcalf.
DK was
he
chased the
literally
fuck out of him. Like I rewinded that. I was like, how did he catch up? It's supposed to be even crazier when the dude was running.
Man.
When the dude was running, he turned around and was like, what the fuck? And then got tackled.
DK, his top speed was the equivalent of a car driving in a residential area. He hit 22 miles per hour.
Didn't what's his name? Danny Dimes hit that shit too.
He got to 21, I think.
21.
Yeah.
And then he
DK Metcalf,
beat him. Yeah.
And it really didn't matter. You could tell Danny Dimes' momentum was just that was what was carrying him through until he fell.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf was at a fucking steady,
he was like upright,
resilient,
ready to go and shit.
Chased the fuck out of
Like
him.
if Buda Baker was a couple yards ahead, he probably would have gotten to 23 with ease. Like
Caught
he was
there. It's funny. That's like the what's it called? That's gonna be remembered forever. That chase down. Like,
Oh man, I mean, it's like the most memed chase down I've seen. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just crazy.
that was a great game though.
It's all over the place.
All right, so you guys got to pick your poison.
What? I don't.
You have the option, and it's not good for anything because you're gonna be put on a poster for the wrong reasons.
Oh shit!
But you got to choose. You can have DK Metcalf chasing you.
Okay.
You can have Derrick Henry about to stiff arm you.
Okay.
You can have LeBron chasing you.
Okay.
Or Vince Carter is gearing up to dunk.
I have DK chasing me.
Yeah.
Because I'll probably get a touchdown.
Without question.
I'll probably get a touchdown before he tackles me. He'll be down at the one.
Either way, my team is being helped. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna tell you like this: the process of elimination for me was easy. I am not getting stiff armed and I'm not getting dunked on. So Derrick Henry and Vince Carter have left the equation. Now it's a matter of do I just want my shit batted or do I want to get tackled?
I want to get bad.
I'm gonna get my shit batted. I'm not getting tackled.
You don't
especially if I know big ass wide receiver that looks like he can play safety. That's the thing about. Yeah, no, I'm not taking contact from somebody that I'm supposed to hit.
I guess, but he's
I'm not doing it,
man. I'm saying the one thing that's not gonna be a highlight like that. Like this one was, it's unreal. Like it's the first time that's ever happened like that.
It's probably happened a few other times.
No, but I'm saying when you
like that,
shit. Yeah, that's the first time it's ever happened like that.
What's even funnier is that when he picked it off,
the thing about it is it's gonna be gone
within
a week.
That play, no.
Yes.
No.
They'll bring it up again at the end of the year when they show all the highlights of the year again. But other than that, it's going to be forgotten.
Yeah.
That play's not going to be forgotten.
Bro, you don't remember when Benjamin Watson did the exact same thing.
We do. That was the start of the evolution of that tight end, that size of that fucking tight end.
Okay, but you remember that because you were a fucking external hard drive.
Yeah, bro.
Most motherfuckers do not know who Benjamin Watson is.
As soon as you said that, I was like, oh, what?
Yeah, product of Bill Belichick.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I was like, oh, shit, I didn't even remember that. So that's going to be one of those moments that are going to be in NFL history, but not like by next week, everyone's just going to be like
the general public will forget about that shit.
Week 9.
I'm going to tell you why.
Forgets the LeBron swat. Like
the block.
Nobody does, but I'm going to tell you why. That one didn't have implications. Like, yeah, it led to the run that they went through, but it didn't immediately. Warriors still had an opportunity to win that game. Yeah. So it didn't crush it.
Right.
This play was so bad that, think about it, how many times have you brought up the fact, like, damn, why did Russell Wilson throw that ball? We ain't even talking about the motherfucker that caused that shit.
You know what's even?
And we're not even talking about the motherfucker that made the play on it and almost got. No, we're talking about DK Metcalf. He's outshining both of them. No. I'm not dealing with that.
What's even crazier about that shit?
But I'm telling you, it will be forgotten, bro.
After he threw the pick, you see Russell Wilson chasing him, and he just sees DK Metcalf.
And he just stops. He's like,
Russell Wilson was like, I'm married.
Yep.
It's CC birthday. I don't got nothing to prove. I fucked up. I'll get it back.
It was like, I was like, oh, okay, you got that shit.
So the bad thing about that,
I would have been running and be like, all right, you go on ahead.
And here's the reason why I say it's not going to be forgotten. DK Metcalf did something so good Don't think that his coaching staff's going to forget about that. Now he's going to be inserted on defensive plays.
Oh shit!
When it comes time for him. Hey, you say that, but when you do something good.
What I could see him on defense for is like in a Hail Mary situation.
Yes, but
like
and
how
special
they do with
packages.
Gronk, like what they do with Gronk shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's the only time I'll see him on defense.
But there will be special packages where
bro.
teams got to throw it deep, and it's not a Hail Mary, but it's deep.
Nah,
I can see him getting. I can see him getting put in.
it.
Hey, fam, they put Deion Sanders in on offense on key.
Played offense though.
Yeah.
That's fine, but I'm saying we've seen some shit. We've seen some shit where one guy on one side of the ball just goes in. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, this is normal for him now. That's all I'm saying. We've seen it before, so I'm not putting it past the Seahawks. Now they could not do it, and that's fine. I'm saying I'm not putting it past them to be like, wait a minute, he did that very good.
Yeah, nah.
We
can't see
we
that,
can take advantage of that.
That's just adrenaline. At that moment, he just thought. As soon as he saw it, he was like, "No, I catch that nigga."
Wait, hold up.
Yeah.
You know what that is? That's adrenaline with a second-year player, not a seventh-year player.
That too.
Still.
That too.
So you can take advantage of that with a second-year player. That's what I'm getting at.
Hey
man, they got.
Defense,
hey man, they got.
Like,
hey,
I don't know. I can't see that.
when did we see wide receivers becoming running backs at this point?
But see, what else? He's got to know the fucking scheme though too. Like he don't know it.
Man, y'all going too deep.
No, you
damn
don't.
deep in
Yeah,
this.
you do.
Put his ass in.
Hold up.
Put his ass in and say. All you gotta do is put his ass in and say, "Don't make sure the ball don't get past you."
Oh hell no.
That's it.
Anyways, the game was pretty good. The game was a real good game, man. It went to overtime and shit, and then the fucking Cardinal dude fucking missed the field goal. I laughed at that shit. Was it the Cardinals or was it the Seahawks missed the field goal? I was like, shit.
Nah, the Cardinals
No,
did.
Cardinals missed field goal.
And,
Yeah, because first he made it, and then
Yeah.
they called the timeout. Like the Cardinals called the timeout, and then he he attempted it again, and he missed it the second time.
Yeah, he did. Then that's when they went to overtime, right?
No, that was in overtime.
That was in overtime. Yeah.
Seahawks blew their first run.
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah, I saw that. And after that, the Cardinals came back.
And then
and
Russell
won.
Wilson threw the pick, and then the Cardinals went down. They did one play, and they were like, this looks a little sketch. Just send the kicker out.
Yeah.
He got it done.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, Cardinals are low-key for real. Well, the whole NFC West is for real. Shit.
Seriously.
Oh, yeah, I was about to, in the Niner game, Jeff
division.
Wilson, man. Round of applause.
Oh yeah,
Ran himself right back on the
definitely.
Fucking
Shout out
IR
to
list.
Jeff Wilson.
Yeah. That nigga was running like Frank Gore, man. The way he was running, it reminded me of Frank Gore.
Yeah, he reminded me of Frank Gore too, but in college.
Oof, in college, huh?
Yeah, Frank Gore. No. The reason why I say that, Frank Gore injured the shit out of his knees in college. I think he tore all 3 ligaments.
Yeah.
Still went had a 100-year NFL career.
Yeah,
Feel me?
exactly.
But we won 4-3. I'm like, shit. It was National Tight End Day, according to fucking
National
Carol.
tight end day.
But
Heyo.
yeah, man, I'm like, okay, so we go on to Seattle, and I don't know what's gonna happen. At this rate, everyone in the NFC West, we're like the strongest division in the league right now. I'm like, shit. They say each team is over 500.
That goes without a doubt. Like seriously.
Like, okay. They say, well, who's gonna take it all the way? Hopefully, we make the playoffs. Playoffs. Just
I mean, that'd be cool.
that'd be nice. Hey,
7 teams.
wild card.
Shit.
7 teams now, so get
There's
one
a
extra
chance.
shot.
Playoffs.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I just hope we don't get injured again. Because every time we get
Oh,
injured,
my God.
every time especially when Jeff Wilson scored that last little touchdown, he got injured. I was like, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, and the third one.
What's his name?
That shit crazy.
Coleman's coming. Coleman got a green light to go practice. Coleman's back.
Yeah.
Jordan Reed's kind of coming back. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
we lose some.
And
then
Kayvon Williams.
And Kayvon Williams. Meanwhile, Debo's out. Again. What's his name? Mostert's still out. Whatever. Just get to the play. At least get to the playoffs, maybe. I don't have my expectations up. Just be good.
Just be competitive.
Don't be like the Cowboys.
Yeah,
Because
just be competitive. Be in every game.
Cowboys lost Andy Dalton.
That's all that matters. Right?
Cowboys lost Andy Dalton in that fucking helmet-to-helmet shit. I saw that, and I'm like, oh, damn. Oh, damn. You didn't want to pay Dak, Jerry? Damn. Now they don't even have a quarterback now. Womp, womp.
Well, you know, there's this guy who's been
There's
like
this guy
trying to
who has
get
like an
into the
afro.
league.
Nah, I want him on the
know?
Cowboys.
No, he ain't got no afro. He does Wrangler jean commercials. Brett Favre will be a Cowboy before Colin Kaepernick.
fuck.
Jerry Jones. Jerry
Like,
Jones.
don't even put that
I was
into
like,
the...
wait, what?
Like, let's stop the bullshit. It would be a nice story. Brett Favre will be on the Cowboys before Colin Kaepernick gets a workout.
Oh yeah,
he shouldn't even be on the Cowboys anyway. Fuck nah. The way they're playing right now, the way everything's over there right now, he don't need to be over by the Cowboys.
Nah, definitely not.
Hell
but still,
nah.
that would be some shit though if you really think about it.
Sending him to a fucking fail.
No,
Fuck
to have Kaepernick on
the
America's team, quote unquote.
That's irony.
Air quotes. You know what I'm saying? That'd
Ironic.
be fucking hilarious.
Would I buy that Kaepernick jersey? Nah, it's a Cowboy fan. Nah, you taking it now. That's too far.
You wouldn't do it.
Nah.
I like what Uncle Shannon says about the Cowboys. He says the Cowboys, it's not a logo, it's a rating. 1 out of 5 stars.
Spot on.
Yep. Shout out to Des Bryant though. On the practice squad on the Ravens. He got a job now, got some income coming in, so salute that black man. They're probably just warming him up to get back on the field. So, he's already on the field, but back in the NFL field on the team.
Playing field.
The playing field, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What else happened? I feel like something else happened. That's it.
You got it. Music. A whole lot of music drop.
Oh yeah. Well, I only listened to like 2.
I listen to a good amount. A lot of. So that's what I like when there's only like one major, but then there's a bunch of artists that kind of flow under the radar, but I've been tuned in for a while.
Right.
That's exactly what happened this week, so it was perfect. I mean, of course, the lead off, we start off with a Ty Dolla Sign.
Ty Dolla Sign.
Featuring Ty Dolla Sign.
Featuring Ty Dolla Sign.
Featuring Ty Dolla Sign.
Dollar Sign.
Dollar?
I'm not going to hold you guys. I love this fucking album.
Thank you.
I love this album. See, the 25 tracks, it still didn't scare me because I was like, okay, let's treat it like it's a double album. And then when you look at it and see the length, you're like, oh, it's only an hour. So that means some of these is going to be 2-minute tracks. Like, all right, cool. By the time it got to track 6, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm already in 6 tracks. What the fuck just happened? This is amazing. She left me out here with temptation. With temptation. And then it flows all the way into say less, don't you talk to me.
Yeah, the fucking transitions on this
is
really good.
Oh my god.
Transitions
Spicy with Post Malone. Oh,
that was good.
Bro.
Oh man. Even hearing Expensive with Nicki Minaj in the context, I was immediately the stock went up for me. I was like, okay,
track 6 was good.
I get it now.
Like,
track 6 was one of the best songs on here.
Yeah,
I love the breakdown.
I hate the title of it, dog.
It's just laziness.
Yeah, that shit's kind of lazy. It's like,
it's one of the demos from
and it's actually
one of the demos from Kids See Ghosts.
Oh really? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably a Yandhi fucking demo or some shit.
No, it came from it was a track called Thank You Part 2. It was for Kids See Ghosts.
Oh wow.
Read up on it. So that's where Kanye's vocals come in. But then I just love the breakdown when it turns into a trio party between Andy, Ty, and Thundercat.
That was a record.
That's why I had no problem with the title, because it was like, yeah, this is an experience. It doesn't need a name. Just call it track 6.
Right.
A lot of people were like, yo, it's too upbeat. But I had no problems with the 3-track run that had Quavo, Lil Durk, and Nicki. I thought that was a good break. Like, if you want, and I shouldn't even say break, but nice flow into those up-tempo tracks. Like, none of those bothered me. All the features did what they were supposed to do. And then having Burna Boy come in on that interlude to kind of switch the vibe up going into Tyrone 2021. And then everything else was, I mean, they were talking their shit. Real Life with Roddy Ricch. That was a nice song with good substance. Obviously, the vocals. I told you guys, Janae Aiko, she did her thing on By Yourself. Kehlani kills everything in 2020 this year.
Pretty much from track 16 all the way down to the end, it was like damn near perfection for me. Almost it was like a nice little run all the way to the end, and then especially like the last 3 tracks, like Everywhere, Slow It Down, and Your Turn. That was just like that was great. That was really great.
Lift Me Up with featuring Young Thug was a highlight for me. I really like that. And then Young Thug popping up on the Dr. Sebi interlude.
And the way it flowed into Powder Blue, that was good.
Like, it was, again, like, I see, this is why I don't judge the tracks off of the track list right away in terms of the quantity of songs by artists that I trust.
Right.
Granted, everybody's been saying with Ty, you know, okay, he hasn't dropped anything that's been of caliber of Free TC since then. I like the direction he put in this. I don't know if people caught it and listened to it the same way I did. I took this as this is an album where he's like, fuck it, you guys like featuring Ty Dolla $ign so much, I'm just going to turn myself into the featured fucking artist on my own album. That's exactly how I took it. I took it to that point where when I was listening to some of the solo songs, I was like, damn, if he really could have took this up just a few more notches, if he took his solo songs and just made those as the interludes.
Yeah,
to really fuck with people like, nah, you really want featured Ty Dolla $ign? Nah, that's all you're going to get.
He should have put featuring Ty Dolla $ign on a few of them. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been dope to me. Nah, but like you were saying though earlier, man, just the way this shit flowed, like literally every song went into the next one. The transitions were fucking perfect all throughout. Like, that was the one thing that caught me, especially the way it ended, because we had heard Eagle Death, you know, whatever, like way back, right? And when I heard it, I was like, it's cool, but how does it fit in an album? Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, that was my biggest thing. And then when I saw it was at the last track, I was like, okay, I know what Ty does. How is he gonna get to that? You know what I'm saying? So then, like I said, hearing just like the whole thing play out, get all the way to it, and then when it got into that transition into Ego Death, I was like, all right, this shit's fucking.
So for me,
exactly what I wanted.
For me, I low-key loved it when I first listened to it. My first initial listen, it was music to my ears. I enjoyed it. Then I started playing it more. I was like, okay, this is gonna be up there at the end of the year. But then something told me, you know what? Let's go back to it. Let's like revisit it. So I listened to it like 2, 3, 4 times while I was at work, while I was going for a walk, while I was just chilling. And for whatever reason, some of the tracks started just kind of going down a bit for me. Like it was cool, like Freak, Double R, Expensive. They were cool, but it just started like going down a bit and shit like that. It kind of lost its mustard to me. It was like Thanksgiving dinner. You loved it at first. Then when you kept going back for leftovers, it was cool at first. But then when you revisit it again, I'm like, okay, it's kind of time. You know, you gotta move on and make another one. This is how I kind of feel about this. It's cool. Like the last,
was it all the songs, or would you have just taken would you have chosen one out of the 3, or just 2 out of 3, and then?
I won't even like take tracks off because they all served their purpose. It was just something to me. It just kind of I'm not saying it wore out its welcome, but I don't see myself kind of coming back to this album. Maybe certain tracks. But it's good. Like I'm telling you, like from track 15 all the way to the end. Like, well, not even towards the end, because Ego Death kind of wore its welcome. All the way to Your Turn, to the Music Soul Child record. It was just great. But then, I don't know. Maybe I kept listening to it, but it's like, But it's not better than Free TC. It's way better than Campaign and all the other stuff he was dropping. I can tell you that. But
I like the fact that it's
better than Campaign.
Oh yeah,
I like the fact that I'm not even comparing it to Free TC. To me, this is something different.
Yeah,
because again, if the way I listened to it, it was like he turned himself into the album's featured artist.
Right.
So this is something completely different. While at the same time, there's still a connection to Free TC because TC is on the interludes again.
Right.
So there was that familiarity that no, it's not Free TC, but it's its own entity, and I like it like that. Mm-hmm. It has elements of Free TC in it to make it just correlate just enough.
So this is like his sophomore album then?
It's his 3rd album.
Wait, is it?
It was Free TC and then
Free
what?
TC, Beach House 3.
Oh, that was his sophomore?
Wait, so Campaign wasn't technically
it was
an
a
album?
tape.
It was a mixtape.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
It was on that if I remember that really clearly.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, this
man.
good.
Overall, I can kind of understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But that goes back to like the way that you listen to albums as well. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of want like a variety of different sounds and shit. Rather than
not really. It was like probably the songs kind of just started losing me, like the Freak and Double R, like the Lil Durk, Quavo, and what's it called, Nicki Minaj records. I was like, I don't know. It was kind of just like they all almost sound the same to me, almost. But
they did have similar elements. I will say
similar
that.
beats, tones, and shit.
Nah, I mean, like to me though, dude, like I get what you're saying. Mm-hmm. But for me, like the reason why I didn't lose, like how you said, for me is because I like R&B music that has a lot of movement. I think I mentioned that to you guys before. Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily like the bass lines or whatever or the up tempo beats, but just it's got to have like the right vibe for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For like particularly for me. You know what I'm saying? This one hit that shit fucking perfectly. I was like, all right, I'm sold.
Exactly.
I'm sold.
That was my thing. So I listened to this right when I got to my terminal on the way to leaving because Thursday night I went to sleep. I ran it back the first time and I was like, oh nah, and I immediately closed Apple Music and I went into the iTunes store. I was like, nope, we can buy this shit. Sync it up. And I was getting on the plane like, okay, I'm about to watch the 3rd episode of Unsolved Mysteries. Whoa. And I was like, no, let's make sure we download this so it's on airplane mode. I'm going to listen to this again. I listened to it, fell asleep listening to it. Got into my Uber on the way back home, was like, no, I didn't listen to the whole thing because I fell asleep. Let's run it back again. And then every day since then, I ran it back at least one time. I love this album.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was. That's kind of how I was with it. But yeah, it was good. It was good.
This got me thinking though. Off the top of the dome, not naming Nate Dogg because obviously Nate Dogg is number one. Your top 5. If you were an A&R and you're working with an artist and you're like, we're gonna get you 5 certified artists that they are known for their hooks. Who are you picking?
Ty Dolla Sign.
Ty is easy.
Ty Dolla Sign, Chris Brown, Drake. Fucking, there's another female I can see. Oh, Tory Lanez, and one other person. I see this person. I see them. Kalani.
All right, Tory's canceled.
Tory ain't canceled, bro.
Nah, man. But for me, it'd probably be obviously Ty. Jeremiah.
Yeah, him too. Yeah.
T-Fly. I'm West Coast as fuck, so you know.
Yep.
Take out Kalani and put who was the last person you said? Not
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, yeah, him. On my shit.
Miguel. I don't know if it was the 5th. I'll think about that one. Give me a second. But go ahead. Who was yours?
So I have mine. So obviously, like we feel how we feel about Nate Dogg, so that's not even within question. The number one that comes up on my list, thinking I'm like, oh, let's just go get 50. Let's let 50 come here and do a hook.
Man, you said R&B artist, bro.
No, I said top 5 hookmen.
Oh fuck!
I said if you're calling somebody to come do a hook.
Singing and shit.
No, I just said 5 guys that come and do a hook.
Oh fuck! All right.
I didn't say anything about singing.
That changes everything, man.
So I said 50, and then I was like T-Pain, Chris Brown. I'm going to get a 2-for-1 on this because if I get Pharrell on the hook, I'm gonna get a Pharrell beat. So I'm gonna snag Pharrell. Yeah. And then honestly, it's a toss up, but I might just fuck it. I just bring both of them in. Drake and Future.
Drake and Future.
Yeah.
I like.
They proved they could do it on Love Me.
Yeah, well, that's a whole other story I won't get into. But yeah, I know what you mean.
I'll probably take Future as my 5th.
Yeah, like
I'm going off of singing because that's what was in my mind.
Because no, like, and I said
Hooksman. I did the whole shit. I saw when I said Drake, obviously Chris Brown. I mean, shit.
Yeah, Chris Brown comes with the beat.
Ty Dolla Sign. I mean, shit. And then I said Tory Lanez because he really is good with his hooks, like extremely great.
He's great, but the climate's bad.
No. I'm still picking him. I'm not going down that route.
Well, you can say that, but I'm saying it as an A&R, especially if I want the.
Oh, you're going that route?
I just said this when I asked. I said if you're an A&R and you have to choose 5.
And Tory Lanez has proven that. So
but the climate for him is not where it needs to be.
Man, you're going way too deep into it. I'm still picking Tory Lanez. Anyway.
You keep saying going in too deep. I laid it out. Like if you're an A&R,
I'm still picking Tory.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm telling you, for me, I'm taking Tory out. I'm trying to sell records, and right now that's not the best thing to go, especially with black women. Like, you gotta,
go on.
So I gotta remove him. He's great. Don't get me wrong. He is great. Anything he's featured on before this took place, still in my library, but right now, if I'm picking something new, I can't trust that as a businessman right now. Yeah. Now, if it clears up later, cool. Mm-hmm. But as of right now, can't touch that.
I was thinking that shit too, dog.
Pharrell and T-Pain are kind of the same boat where it's like you can get the hook, but you can probably get the beat out of them too. Oh, yeah. So you could probably do a 2-for-1 with both those guys.
For sure.
And then again, with Drake and Future, I'm going to get writtens from both. Mm-hmm. I don't care what people say about Drake and his writing as a rapper. When he's hook and he's R&B Drake, I'm getting something good from him. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah. And then he takes that song and makes it a remix just for himself.
That's why I gotta get, again, when you were good A&R, you get the good paperwork.
With your flow.
With your flow. Kick you off the song. And then he goes number one. But yeah, man. This featuring Ty Dolla $ign, that's cool. Features, man. I thought it was going to be on his Ed Sheeran shit, because there was features on almost all the records, but yeah, it was good.
Again, that's why I liked how he did it.
Yeah.
I just would have, the solo, don't get me wrong, the solo songs are great. I just would have thought it was hilarious if he just was like, nah, fuck y'all. Y'all said y'all want featuring Ty Dolla $ign, so my solo songs are only going to be 45 seconds. You can catch those on the next album.
The other group that I guess I kind of stumbled across them, but I kept seeing them always just pop up. They're called They. That's how you pronounce it. They.
I've been talking about They for years now.
Well, I just
I've been telling you to listen to them.
Well, I keep forgetting because hella music be dropping. But they dropped the Amanda tape.
Saying that shit, man.
Now I'm just gonna keep saying it now. I really like
like you're running out of breath.
No, it's like Batman. They are coming. So
it's like I need my inhaler.
No. Anyway, the Amanda tape. The Amanda tape, man. I guess they are a group. And
they're just like Division. It's a singer and it's a producer.
He sounded very Weeknd-ish at the beginning, and I was like, okay, he really sounds like the Weeknd, but I let it go. But as it kept going, I really fucked with it. I really like STC with Juicy J. That was fire. On and On was dope. The song with Tinashe, Play Fight, was pretty damn good. And what's it called? Fuck With Me, or like FWM, was great. It's only 10 songs, 33 minutes. I really enjoyed it. I low-key enjoyed it. I had it on repeat, too. That was really good.
Yeah, so you got Dante Jones and Drew Love that make up the...
Where are they from?
LA.
Figures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, Wale's on this shit, too. He's in Focus. That's a good bag. He had a really good feature on that shit.
Yeah, again, I've been on They since 2016, 2017. So I've been waiting for them to drop something that follows up I think the last one was a New Religion. Yeah, New Religion, the Hyena. So that was like 3 years ago. So when I saw this, I was like, bad. Yeah, I was still in LA when they dropped that. Yeah, let me get to Losing Focus with Wale, of course, was good. Count Me In surprised me. Really? I really liked Count Me In.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Which, I mean, the moment it kind of started off, I don't want to say lackluster, but it started off smooth, so you're like, okay. And then Count Me In kind of switched up the vibe, so it was like, damn, I fuck with it.
He sounded very able-ish in the beginning. Like, sometimes I had to, like separate that. Like, he really sounded like early House of Balloons Weekend a little bit. And I was like, okay, you kind of sound like this. If Weekend would ever hear these niggas, he'd be like, these niggas trying to sound like me. But...
I took it as... well, that's probably because I'm familiar with the group. I just took it as when like midway point, I was like, all right, Division got some competition now. That's basically how I took it. Like, all right, they proved they can handle and they can do. I mean, it's the same. I don't want to say the rollout, but it's the same recipe how Division ended up getting to their third album where they had mainstream features. Their first two projects were, really under the radar.
Right.
It was an if you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
This could be the project where it catapults them for the next one to get those features and get that notoriety.
Gotcha.
I had no problem with this project at all. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
JoJo was even listening to this shit. She was really fucking with it. So, good shit, They.
Yeah, no, They is dope. I like They.
Yeah, they dope. They are dope. Look, I saw that from like one of the Batman Superman movies. It was like, well, who's against me? And Batman was like, no, they against you. Like, who? They. Anyway, what other albums dropped? Because that was like only two I really listened to.
I had, let me pull up Homeboy's name. Xavier Omar.
Xavier Omar is R&B or some shit?
Yeah.
How's that?
Xavier Omar dropped If You Feel Me, and it was good. I saw a lot of people. This is no knock on Xavier Omar. I saw a lot of people make the bad decision of listening to this first before the Ty Dolla album.
Why?
So I could understand why they feel the way they feel about featuring Ty Dolla $ign after hearing this after it.
Why?
Because it's like, okay, this is on the completely opposite end of the R&B spectrum. It is very relaxed and chilled, laid back. We are at the kickback, and we trying to close the deal type music.
Okay.
It's that. So then when you go into Ty, and the fucked up thing is there's elements on here where you could hear Ty
be on it
doing those. So if you get to that album and you're listening to upbeat, but you're not getting
in the
slow Ty that you wanted, this will make you feel some type of way because you heard those what he could have done.
The slowdown happens like towards the end of the album though for Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah, but
towards the end.
But again, when people bring up, well, it's not free TC. That's a problem for people because Horses in the Stable was early on in the album.
And Miracle.
You know what I'm saying? No, Miracle was midway.
Yeah. So
you get those comparisons. No fault of Xavier Omar's. It's not him. But I did enjoy what I heard. Masigo's on here. Gives a nice feature on Surf. I like All Our Time with Jay Steffens. And the final track, Like I Feel with Mariba. Again, it's really good R&B. I can tell why people feel the way they feel in terms of Ty Dolla $ign's album. After hearing that, because it's like
what they wanted.
That's just what you don't do. You just don't put R&B on. Like you don't go from one R&B to the other R&B. I've learned from that over the years. Like you can do it with rap because you're already familiar.
Yeah.
Like I would never do, and you know when to take a break. Like I would never do Lil Baby and then go listen to Conway. You know what I'm saying? I would or listen to Conway then listen to Lil Baby. I would never do it because if you're not familiar,
I'm kind of crazy. I would do that shit.
But see, but you're a fan of both.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're a fan of, I'm the pure hip hop head.
Oh, okay.
You listen to that and then you go to Lil Baby. It's not a good mix.
Clashes, like your whole mood gets kind of changed.
So if you're on the R&B vibe where you're like, I want to chill. And then you listen to Xavier Omar and you're like, okay, cool, now let me go into Ty.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, get you. You just gotta, some people just gotta know you can't, you gotta treat stuff like it's orange juice and toothpaste sometimes. Like, they good in their own right. You just don't put them back to back. No, it's not gonna work.
Orange juice and toothpaste. Anyway.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I made that mistake as a kid.
You nasty motherfucker. Ugh.
As a kid.
I know, that's what I'm saying. As a kid, you nasty.
Well, how do you nasty? Like, you don't...
It just doesn't...
Nobody tells you, hey, don't mix toothpaste with orange juice.
I mean, even...
Like, you've never heard that in your life, like, as a 4-year-old.
Yeah, you wouldn't know better. Like, go brushing your teeth like you
I
do
eat
every
breakfast,
morning,
and it's like, okay, now it's time to go.
Eat breakfast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just saying, it's just nasty.
Yeah, but you don't...
I know, you don't know it when you're 4, but just the image of it, just like, ugh. And what other albums you listen to? Anything else?
Dej Loaf drop.
Dej.
Oh yeah, Dej Loaf. Try me. I only got halfway on this one, then I got distracted, and I meant to keep going back to it. Before when I was listening, it was cool, like the first half. Big Sean's been on all these damn albums. See, that's the one thing I wanted to like point out. Big Sean, the last 3 albums I listened to Jonah Lucas, Ty Dolla $ign, and what's his name, They. And the one, well, no, not They, but the one remaining factor I kept seeing was either Big Sean or Rick Ross popped up on all these shits. Fucking wild.
Yeah, no, Rick Ross is
they've been active
on everything.
They've been active as featured artists all year.
Yeah,
especially it's like they're on a race to see who's gonna have the most features. Like shit.
And then you throw on Wale. Like those are really
yeah.
To me, Wale is the featured artist of the year.
Like, really?
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Go back and look at a lot of stuff, and you'll be like, wait, Wale is on a lot of this
year.
Shit.
For this year,
Wale's done probably like 23 features or some shit like that.
Rick Ross is probably right behind him then. Because he popped up on
Ross
is there,
like,
but he's not Wale there. Like, every time I see a damn project, it's like, oh shit.
Every time I see a project, I see Rick.
You're kind of right, though, dude. Like, he's been sneaking up on shit, dog.
He's not loud about it. That's the thing. Like, Ross will get, like, the video feature tracks, but Wale is on the album cuts, and he's on a bunch of album cuts.
Or Ross gets that treatment where they cut the beat kind of and, like, do his smooth shit in the beginning. Right. Whereas Wale don't give a fuck. He just raps, man.
Him and Big Sean. Him and Big Sean been popping up on features. Yeah. He about to drop that shit with him and Freddie Gibbs on Friday, I think.
Oh, the four things.
Four things.
Yeah, four things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Big Sean.
A lot of Lakers influence in that video.
That's for sure.
Shit.
I'm ready for that.
Anyway,
Dej Loaf, she did again. I know what she's about. It's cool. The collaboration with Gunna, I really enjoyed. Then it got into Tap In with 42 Doug and Sada Baby, and oh my god.
I did get through this album.
Oh my god.
Fire.
I was like, you niggas need to go in the fucking studio and make a little trio group.
Dog.
I will fuck with that.
That is some Detroit
Yeah.
shit, dog.
I just realized I did go through this whole fucking album. Fuck.
Yeah, no, it sneaks up on you because you
Yeah.
don't feel like you're invested in it, and then you're like, oh shit,
It's
Right.
over.
Those things
Yeah,
done.
because Get Money with Benny the Butcher and fucking Brody James and Conway.
I'll say this about that
Shit.
track. That track, I immediately got to listen to it, and I was like, yo, she fits in with Griselda, and she actually brings a different element to them that it would actually probably take them to another level in terms
For
of...
sure.
Because don't get me wrong, Monty Caesar, she is the first lady, and she has that title, and it's to be respected.
Yeah.
Dej Loaf comes in, and she brings in mainstream acts that get down.
Right.
Because she brings the melodies with her.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
and again, I'm listening to this track. Nobody sounded out of place.
Yep.
She held her own with the three of them.
Yeah.
And remember, the first time we heard her, even though it was melody, she was talking real grimy, gutter gangster shit. Let a nigga try me. I'm gonna kill his whole motherfucking... Like, she fits in with Griselda.
Yeah.
I would not, like... I know she was talking about in one of the tracks, so, she's got her own label situation because she started her own. I don't know how the contracts work with all that, but in the future, I could see some type of merger with her and Griselda, because I heard that track and I was like, fam, she is a good fit, and I didn't realize it till hearing that.
I didn't really think of it that way. I was like, oh, this is a good ass song.
Nah, bro, like I get exactly what you're saying, dog. Especially because the subjects are there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, she would actually fit in with what they talk about. That is huge. That's fucking major, bro.
She can take the grit and she can help make it mainstream because she has the melodies, so she can turn it into a radio track.
And let's be real, she could spit her ass off too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rick Ross.
Given the opportunity,
I really liked.
fucking spit.
I really liked Open Hand with Rick Ross. That was good. That's what I'm saying. Rick Ross was literally popping up on damn near every album I was on. Either him or Big Sean or both of them would be on the album. Case in point, fucking Jonah Lucas's album. I was like low key listening to that shit, and then all of a sudden, like I look at Jonah Lucas and I was like, what the fuck? Rick Ross is on this shit too? like, dude, what the fuck? Anyway, Jonah Lucas dropped his album out of nowhere, and it's called fucking Evolution. And I was like, let me just listen to it. And his album, it reminded me so much of M, like with the skits and shit like that. And it's cool, but it's just like, man, if I want to hear that, I hear that on the M album, like, dude. But, Evolution was cool. On This Way with Game, featuring Game, was pretty damn dope. And Things I've Seen, and then he did a whole song dedicated to how someone snitched. It's called Snitch. And I was like, huh. Then again, he had. I listened to this whole album too. Holy shit!
What the fuck, Busby? Seriously?
Shit.
You should write some of this stuff down next time.
No.
Like,
Because I
write
literally
notes.
forgot about the album. I literally I only listened to it once because I went back to Ty Dolla $ign. So it's like, if this album left my brain like that, damn, that kind of sucks for you. Damn, that makes your album is bad. Damn. Anyway, Legend with Rick Ross was good, and then the other one, it just got to the point where Jonah Lucas was just like, he's trying too hard to sound like other niggas. That's what it sounds like to me. It's like, you're still trying to find your voice. Do you want to be Eminem, or do you want to try to rap like Drake? Do you want to be like, it's kind of just like, what are you trying to do? Whatever. It was alright. Better than the last shit he dropped like earlier this year, ADHD. yeah, y'all forgot about that shit.
Wait, it was better than that?
Yeah.
Because I didn't mind that one. That one's actually pretty good.
ADHD was for me.
Yeah, I learned after ADHD. Just
that
respect
one.
to Jonah Lucas. I can,
This
respect
one was
from
better.
afar. Like
This one was better. Evolution was better. But if I had to forget about it, because I kept going back to Ty Dolla, so like, god damn.
I'm just giving him chance since he dropped the mixtape with the phone number.
What, you didn't like that one?
Oh, with his number
Like
on
back
it,
in
right?
the mixtape way back in like 2016 or some shit like that. Like
508, whatever. Shit.
Yeah, I'm just giving him chance after chance, and just nothing connects. So it's like, nah.
And he can spit.
You can spit. I'm not down.
You cannot construct
respect
the
to
album.
you, but I'm
telling
been 4
you,
or
his
5
album-
years and nothing's
I mean,
connected.
that's what actually makes me not like rush to his shit, but like I'll give it a listen. You know what I mean? Because I know the dude could just rap. I appreciate that. You know what I mean?
But his albums remind me too much of M, like especially how they begin with the skits and everything. I know M inspires him, but it's like
easily you could tell.
You could tell from how the tracks are constructed and how he raps. It's like, if I want to hear an Eminem album, I'll go listen to Eminem. Like, that's why Tyler the Creator fucking evolved ever since then. Bastard sounded like a fucking Slim Shady LP cover album. And then when he evolved over the years, he became who he is now. He's like, oh yeah, I gotta evolve.
Explain to me what he is now, please.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Jonah Lucas, whatever. Anyway, speaking of Arbery, is there any more albums you listen to or no?
No, but I did see some visuals from the BET Hip-Hop Awards.
Oh yeah, did you watch it? You just saw the visuals?
I saw the visuals after the fact. I watched the World Series last night, so that was on TV.
Wow.
But I gotta give it to the BET. After looking at some of the videos were shot great for the performances.
Okay.
And then looking at the winners, for the first time in a while, I'm like, yeah, well,
They actually got it right.
Yeah.
got it right. I mean,
Seriously.
if you told me that Rhapsody would have been their lyricist of the year in 2020, I'd have been like, BET? I don't think they got the range like
They've
that.
been kind of getting it right.
Though.
They get it right with lyricists of the year. They've been
they got Rhapsody.
Well,
and I was
the nominations were weird though.
Who was it? It was Rhapsody and who else?
Because I remember we were talking about them, and then we're like, I was upset that Benny the Butcher wasn't even nominated.
Conway.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, or
Conway. Both
of them were not in the nomination.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, their nominations were kind of weird, but Rhapsody, I mean, I got no issue with that.
Yeah. They usually give it to Kendrick. They be giving it to Kendrick. They be giving it to Pusher. They be low key like on the dot with that, but they give it to Rhapsody. I was like, okay.
yeah, they got that. Best new hip hop artist. They gave it to Pop Smoke.
Rest
I
in peace.
really wasn't mad at that.
Rest in peace.
Because he would have gotten it if he was alive.
Yeah.
I can tell you that
For sure.
I mean, it could have gone several different ways, but Megan Thee Stallion, music wise, she was
for what the artist of the year.
hip hop artist of the
Yeah,
year.
they were saying like Lil Baby folks.
got no issue with
Lil
that.
Baby fans were pissed off.
She dropped
about
an
that.
album. She's had singles. She
I
did
don't know about that one.
She did the
She
Savage
did drop-
remix. Like she's done
Lil
stuff.
Baby's
this year.
album. As much as I do not like Lil Baby's, like I don't fuck with it like that. His album was way better than Sugar. I can tell you that right now.
That's kind of what I'm.
Oh yeah, I got no issue.
Yeah,
with
they
that.
called her.
They're not.
They
They're
called her
not going off
Superstar of
of
the Year. They called
No,
her.
it's just Hip Hop Artist of the Year. But they're not going off of album. They're going off of Hip Hop Artist of the Year. And I mean, she did have the Savage remix, like that.
And
WAP. Wow, had what she was on WAP.
But Lil
had her
Baby was
album.
doing a lot though. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he just be rapping on everything.
No, of course. I mean, again, but
I can see why folks were mad because people on Twitter were pissed off about that shit. I mean, whatever.
Who else was nominated on that?
I didn't even really see the nominations. I just saw the
okay.
winners, and I was like,
They said
oh,
Lil
shut
Baby
up.
was not. I think Lil Baby was nominated. I think probably
Lil Baby
Drake,
was
too.
not. I just know I saw this where I came in. Lil Baby was nominated 12 times, but he didn't take anything.
Wow.
Wait, was that the baby? Because I read that about him.
The Baby,
too.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh.
The Baby was
Yeah.
nominated 12 times and didn't take anything.
yeah.
Who else?
Now, if they gave it to Lil Baby, I wouldn't have tripped on it either. Like, it is. Hit Boy won Producer of the Year.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Come on, man.
And then Roddy Ricch took both Song of the Year with The Box, and then he took home Album of the Year
That makes sense.
with
Makes sense.
Sorry for Being Antisocial.
They say they gave it to Drake and Future for best duo, even though they only dropped
No,
one.
they gave it to them for the best video.
Oh.
But who
Chris
was
Brown
best-
and Young Thug won best
Oh
duo.
yeah, that's true.
I wasn't mad at that one either. I was like,
Yeah, that kind of works.
yeah, they
Because they are a good fucking duo
Yeah.
together. Like,
I still
Like,
run
who
that.
else?
I still run Slam and B. Like I still like it.
I guess the only one
That shit fell out of rotation for me. But I can see why folks would like it.
No. That album is really good. It is really fucking good. But the only one I could make an argument for would be like Run the Jewels.
Yeah,
Like,
and
who else?
I mean,
Earth Gang maybe?
right? There really
Yeah,
wasn't.
There really wasn't a lot of groups.
There's not no duos.
Yeah,
Duos like that. That's
Yeah,
what I
there's
meant,
not really a whole lot.
Not
Like,
really
so-
a lot.
Yeah.
Rapping wise.
Fuck it.
Nah, Chris Brown and Young Thug. When they brought that up, I was like, oh, that's actually really good.
Yeah,
And then of course,
seriously.
like we came in before all the madness of 2020 happened, and even though we were like, the both parts of Life is Good is it is what it is. We all came in when we saw the video. We were like, oh, the video's dope though. So when it won video, I was like, yeah, I have no issue with that.
Yeah.
And then they gave video director to Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, I saw
Yes.
that.
I like that. Not mad at that.
What other videos
was
did she
either-
direct?
It was
think she
either
directed all of her
Spike
shit.
Lee
I
or
know.
it was Hyphy Williams. And
Hyphy
that's,
Williams.
that's it.
She,
Spike
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And I like her director name, Spike T.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Spike
Spike
T,
T or
yeah.
Hyphy Williams. It
I
was,
like
it, was,
that.
it was either one of them that had to win that shit.
Right.
You know what
It's
I mean?
nice. Like I said, the BET Hip-Hop Awards is an award show. Hip-hop needs to fucking appreciate. Same with the BET Awards. Because we ain't got no more Source Awards. We ain't got no more Vibe Awards. Do we still got a Soul Train Awards?
I think so, actually.
Probably.
But I don't know.
But I'm just saying, like, with mainstream wise, it's like BET Hip-Hop Awards is the only one left. So I'm saying these rappers need to start, when this shit clears up or whatever, and they keep doing these hip-hop awards, these rappers need to start showing up and stop being fucking boozy about it.
I'm gonna tell you this, after them videos,
Yeah, I saw
City
some
Girls.
Oh, I heard about that.
Oh,
It was beautiful.
oh,
It was beautiful.
I love JT, man. I love that woman. Oh, a lot of
Yes.
just a lot of one-piece outfits that really elevate and expose the curves. Oh my God, it was
Saw Big Sean.
if I would have saw that for the first time, I would have streamed everything City Girls right after.
You stupid.
Like that looked good.
Saw Big Sean
And Janae Aiko were selling sex while Ty Dolla was in the background.
That's pretty creepy. That's creepy. The way you just described that was creepy. That's like some fucking Batista. Remember in Infinity War? Yeah.
That performance, the performance was good. It was good, but it was funny because the way they're just looking at each other, they're in a bedroom, and then it goes to the breakdown, then it just zooms down to the lower floor, and Ty Dolla $ign's by himself. Girl, I'm talking body to body.
Oh my God. Like Stevie Wonder.
No, go back and watch the performance. It's a great performance. It's just funny because then when it goes back up, they're both sitting laying on the bed. He's by the window talking all the time.
By the window.
Yeah, they had a bedroom set.
I just have this image of him just peeking in.
That shit was
Like being mad creepy.
Yeah. Also dude from The Office shit. Just like
Oh my God.
that shit was so it was a
the way
great
you just
performance.
described that.
It was one of those ones where it was funny, but at the same time when it finished, you're like, oh no, round of applause. That was yes. Give me performance and you sold me sex at the same time. It's incredible.
But then still, dude's being a creeper though.
I mean, you can't be a creeper when it's your girl.
No. Ty Dolla $ign.
No, but he's on the second floor. He doesn't even see them.
Bottom floor.
That's what I'm saying. They had one level where it was them two in a bedroom, and they immediately shot down to another floor, and it was Ty by himself.
Oh, it was just by himself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said it was funny because they separated them. One's selling me sex, the other one's giving me a nice performance. He's giving me a yo, my album's out, go buy it. But I'm gonna give you this featuring Ty Dolla $ign right now. By the way, my album's featuring Ty Dolla $ign. And then somebody brought up, they was like, yo, this was the inspiration for 2088. They put a picture of Gerald and Phoebe from Hey Arnold.
Wow. Fucking wow.
Oh yeah, I saw like the women, like all the R&B women did their own version, the remix of
Round of applause to them.
I want to be down with her.
Brandy, her.
Oh, shout out to her.
Erykah Badu and Tiana Taylor.
All rapping too.
Yeah.
Except for Brandy. She did
Brandy rap too.
Oh, Brandy rap too? Oh,
Yep.
shit. I need to watch that shit.
She got her nice little breakdown where it said Brandy, Carson, California. She got hers.
How were the ciphers? Or did you watch some of the ciphers?
I didn't see all of them. That was probably the only cipher I saw.
That's the one
Like
I
I
went
said,
viral.
like I said,
Watch them shits.
JT in that body outfit, I
I
didn't really want to watch anything else.
I think Jack Harlow was part of the cipher.
I know Buddy was in one, so it wouldn't surprise me if Buddy was in the same one with JID.
What was the best BET?
Yep.
What was
That
the
makes
best
sense.
BET hip hop cipher in y'all eyes?
Oh, come on, man.
Well, I don't-
Toss up between TDE and Slaughterhouse. I really like that Slaughterhouse one.
I get
Are you
that.
talking about the Shady
I
2.0 one? Or
Yeah.
Okay, that's the, okay, yeah.
Yeah, nah.
I really,
TD.
I mean, yeah, you can say that. I mean, you can say that, but
Those are the
you're
good
really
ones.
only going to one person.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Nah, but I liked all of them.
I mean, you do, but
Yeah,
I don't think
I
you're
like
gonna.
all of them.
I don't think you're
I'm
gonna
fan
tell
of all
me.
of
I don't think you're gonna tell me something from Isaiah Rashad.
Man, I don't fucking have a memory
remember
like that,
Kendrick's
bro.
part?
Okay, I am not you, JC.
My favorite one is a split.
Shit.
It's a split between the Shady 2.0 one and the Good Music freestyle. Remember
Yeah,
that
good.
one?
Oh, that was
that
a
a
good
new
one.
one too.
Yeah, when they were all in suits and shit.
Yeah.
That shit was
shit was
fire.
hard.
Yeah,
Like
was
fucking Reservoir Dogs,
Yeah,
Reservoir Dogs, and Men in
shit.
Black.
Yeah. Underrated one was the one with M, Black Thought, and Mos Def. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I was like, that's when they really started to take the cipher serious and try to put artists. Yeah, it was M, Black Thought, and Mos Def, and it really was like a cipher.
Okay.
I'll never forget
And
how.
Q-Tip, I think Q-Tip was on that too.
I'll never
Okay,
forget
shit.
how Problem played himself out the cipher.
How?
Because remember that was at the time when Problem was running around when Kendrick was out and he's like, nah, I'm the biggest thing out of Compton.
And he was doing the shit with IMC
and he was
shit.
Yeah, it was around that time, but he had made a comment about Kendrick and like this me Compton.
Oh, yeah.
And he was supposed to be scheduled like it was him, it was a Diamond Lane cipher.
I remember that.
That shit went from start to finish, and we didn't see no Diamond Lane cipher.
Yeah,
they pulled his shit right at the last minute for those comments.
I remember it was,
Wow.
who was on there? It was Kendrick and YG, and who else was on that one?
Quick.
I knew Snoop Dogg was there. Snoop Dogg was there.
Quick and Corrupt. It was a big LA. Yeah, it wasn't a Diamond Lane. It was a West Coast one. Problem was a part of it. They pulled him out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Drake never did a cypher. Nicki did a cypher. I remember Nicki's one. Yeah, Joe Budden did that one. Like, I remember he hosted one of those. Maul was in that shit.
He was in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was like,
all up in the videos.
Yeah. Yeah, Drake never did a cypher.
Oh, that's another thing. Joe Budden podcast, they won.
Oh, yeah, for best hip-hop platform.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think the only. Well, I shouldn't say only.
Because they had Shade Room was nominated and some other platform. I was like, oh, all right. Shade Room and some other like Instagram blog. But I was like, what?
I gotta remind people.
This fool just showing off his towel right in front of the freaking camera.
Yeah, I gotta remind people. Yeah. Lakers are still champs.
Obviously.
Yeah. People like to forget.
Like I said, I was like, yeah, speaking of Drake, it was his birthday last week. Happy birthday, belated birthday.
Happy birthday to the boy.
Jimmy Brooks. And, yeah, he announced that his album is coming, Certified Lover Boy. He had a whole video out and shit, and he recreated all his, I guess his classic album covers from fucking So Far Gone, and then you saw Take Care, then you saw None Was the Same, and then after that, he did
the demo.
The demo tapes, with his eyes looking like Batman, or Phantom of the Opera.
So he did the Jay-Z thing?
Yeah, he recreated it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you saw this logo over Toronto, and it said CLB, the Certified Lover Boy, and then it said January 2021. And I was like,
21.
And I was like, 2021, huh? Okay. I mean, it was his birthday. I was like, okay, because there was all these rumors that he was supposed to drop fourth quarter, and he was going to drop in October or in November and shit, but he pushed his shit back to January after he said he was going to drop during the summer. So I was like, that's interesting. And I was finding it interesting because as soon as he announced that, a few days later, a report comes out that Kendrick Lamar signed to UMG, Universal Music Group, was publishing, and there's rumblings that his album is coming soon. Not only that, I've heard other little rumblings too, because Busby got sources too. Haha. That guy right there.
Sources.
Eminem is, because last week stands were really just running amok because they thought there was a rumor that M was about to do another surprise drop. And it was an album. But what I do know, from what I've been told, of course it didn't drop, because obviously if you know about it, then M's not going to fucking drop it. It's not a surprise drop if you know about it. But apparently there is an album he's been recording for the past, from what I know, from what somebody's told me, he's been recording since the whole pandemic started. It was going to be a deluxe edition for Music to Be Murdered By, but he kept recording and recording, and he was like, shit, I have an album. So probably, maybe, I'm not guaranteeing anything, maybe in November, probably Black Friday, who knows, he might drop another one, or it might be a deluxe, who knows, you'll find out. And he went platinum this week too. So
it's good for him.
Yeah, went platinum. He's the only veteran in hip hop that I know that could still sell how he sells. Fucking wild.
Going back to Drake, I'm not mad at it. It actually makes more sense when you factor in what's going to be taking place in January, which is all of the high schoolers are going to be starting their sports leagues. They push football back to start in January. So remember, we keep saying Drake makes music that's best for layup lines, warm-up music, all that.
Y'all say that.
Yeah, you say that.
But listen. When's the last time you went to a high school?
I won't go to high school.
Oh, that's disgusting. I say that because my brother coaches for so.
Oh, but still. I don't know.
He's wait, I'm not going to high school.
I asked that because, damn, y'all got twisted minds. I would have thought y'all would have had family.
The way you said it, I
would have thought y'all had family that was playing in high school or something like that.
My cousin did not want to play basketball, football, or anything.
I'm just saying that his music,
for high
if you go to any layup line or whatever, Drake's music is playing right then and there.
Yeah.
So strategically, that makes sense. Wait till the new year,
or maybe
stuff is closed. Remember, stuff is still closed.
Yeah. Or maybe. This is my theory. This is my Busby conspiracy theory. I have a theory that he got cold feet. Because Laugh Not Cry Later, even though it's doing good on the charts, It's only like kind of floating around number 3 and number 2. It ain't go number 1. Kind of just floated in the top 5. It's not really dominating like how his other singles from like his first single from his albums dominate on the charts and not making noise because shit's closed. And I don't know, and probably didn't really get all the love that he wanted. And then he probably heard rumblings that somebody bigger might be dropping soon. And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna push it to January.
Well, that don't move me because there's holes in that theory. One is the theory is that we've all stated, whether you want to like it or not, there really isn't anybody bigger than Drake.
So if Kendrick Lamar said he was going to drop...
Now, if you want to say somebody that was better, that's a different story. Better is not equivalent to bigger.
Better? Like, what do you mean? Define better. Like,
well, we've already said that we're album listeners. So we connect with Kendrick more because he produces better albums. Drake is a bigger name than Kendrick. There's no denying that.
But we saw what Kendrick did when he dropped Part 4, and then all the attention went away from More Life.
He's a part of the three-headed monster. So that's that. There's a head that's in the middle of that three-headed monster.
J. Cole.
And it's not J. Cole and it's not Kendrick.
You think Drake's the middleman?
Drake is in the middle. He is the most popular out of those 3.
He is the most popular.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So there's a hole in that because if you're saying bigger, it doesn't mean better. I know in my heart of hearts, I feel that Kendrick is better.
So what if a pop's...
but Taylor Swift already dropped.
What if BTS drops? That's bigger.
They would have worked. They would have done something to make sure that wouldn't have happened.
How do you know?
Because these labels work with each other.
But man. I'm just saying.
I saw somebody there.
Like, how would you know what would have happened? That's all I'm asking. What if they really do drop?
Because there's label politics that go along with it. Mm-hmm.
I guess
that's the music industry.
But that's why I think Drake got pushed back.
I don't think so because Drake again the second part the reason why I poke hole in that theory again is because we've all come on and we've said, yo, Drake could drop a song called Dog Shit and it's gonna sell off the name alone.
Yeah.
So to me the single doesn't matter because the single isn't gonna dictate what he does with the album. When the album drops, everybody's gonna be tuned in. So to me that's not that. I think they looked at it, I think everybody looked at it from the standpoint and they were like, we can do this now under these circumstances, but the NBA season is over.
Everyone's still inside unless you live in
everybody for the most part is inside.
About to vote. Everyone's focused on voting right now.
You know what I'm saying? So the climate just isn't there for a Drake album.
Yeah.
I don't think that's cold feet. I think that's evaluating and being smart and scoping out your environment
I'm not saying cold feet. I'm saying I'm agreeing with you to an extent. Is like, but I think that the move is coming from Universal. I think everybody sat down at the table and they were like, you can put this out and we could be number 1 right now. But we probably could have a bigger number 1 if you wait it out and let's get some of our things that work in our favor. It just makes sense money-wise.
Money, like not the quality of the music.
No, of course, dude.
I know.
Like for real, think about it.
That's not no. Fuck that. When has the world worked on quality versus money?
When has the record, like the music industry, when have they gone off quality?
I know that. I figured that. I'm just speaking of the artist point of view. I know the record label, the company and shit. I was like,
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like it's Universal. It's actually called.
Yeah, like I said,
Kendrick's here. Let's put him out first. Mm-hmm. Then Drake, you can come out when when it's
cleared up.
Yeah.
And case in point, why I believe it's Universal, specifically Republic. It's Ariana Grande just announced she's dropping this Friday. Okay, Ariana Grande makes a little bit more sense. It's cuffing season. She is a woman artist.
Right.
She can get that. There's certain acts because of what they sell as far as a product. You can squeeze them into certain areas and it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's getting cold.
Drake could drop her in the cold too.
He could.
Yeah,
he's still gonna drop in the cold. It's January.
I'm telling you, I really feel it's because of the whole Kendrick situation. That shit changed the way Universal had their plans set up.
And probably he planned on dropping during the summer, and it just wasn't finished. And like I said, he probably saw this is my theory. He saw how Laugh Not Cry Later was just kind of floating and not really dominating like that. So he was, and people kind of like the talk of the song kind of died down, and he was just like, I don't know. He could. That's just my theory.
Maybe, but I would say that song has been a lot of places mainstream wise. They played that shit a lot during the World Series.
Yeah,
that was inescapable. So
I escaped it.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I escaped that shit.
And at the time, nothing was really bigger than the World Series.
Right.
They played it during the final.
They played it during the final. So I mean, you can say that, but
I don't know.
How do you counter that when it was being played in the biggest moments of
Drake's music always gets played during the biggest.
But that's what I'm saying. So to me, that's why I feel like that's why I feel like there's a little hole in your theory because you're saying two things at the same time.
And also the clubs run open like that. He can't see people on Instagram. He can't see people in the clubs blasting. He can't go to private parties blasting. He can't perform it. That's what I'm trying to say. He's probably honestly another part of it because he probably wants to tour and he can't do it.
That probably actually has a lot more to do with it than anything.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like it's strategy. It's more strategy than
strategy, obviously.
I'm not gonna say it's cold feet.
Well, maybe in my narrative, he might be just scared of Kendrick. that's.
I mean, in my narrative, he is scared of Kendrick. It's not a maybe.
You said.
I'm just following the dollars.
Yeah, no. That to me, honestly, that makes the most like sense overall.
Yeah,
but I see both sides of it.
Whatever. Certified Lover Boy, he had that little fucking fade heart emoji on his fucking head. And I was like, whatever, nigga. So, get ready for a whole bunch of mid in January.
Why does that get a response out of you, though?
Huh?
If a nigga put a heart in his head.
It just looked weird.
Bro, it's hair. You know how he is with hair.
Yeah,
hair really does bother him for some reason.
No, it doesn't bother me. It was just
man.
It was just
hair does bother you.
No,
you see a black person with blonde hair, you got something to say. You see a person that hasn't cut their hair, you
it was
got
a
something to say.
heart emoji just on his head, and it just makes me just.
Jay-Z's dreadlocks.
What about Jay? He doesn't have dreadlocks. He has dreads.
Okay.
Like little short dreads, dried up dreads.
Jay-Z's dreads.
Okay.
What does it mean?
It means he has. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Well, Drake has a heart emoji on his head. I don't know. It just looks. He just looks.
No, I'm just saying, bro.
Same. He has. It matches up with his tramp stamps. It matches up with.
It does.
It matches up. That's what I mean.
But when there's a hair change, though, right away you get into conspiracy theory.
That's only for Jay-Z. No, because Jay-Z made that shit famous.
Conspiracy theory. Busby.
No, it's not conspiracy theory. When Jay-Z says it's flat out, he says, I don't cut my hair because I'm in album mode. And then when I cut it, the album's done. It came out of his mouth. So that's why I keep following it. But now I don't really care.
Now that's changed.
Has it?
Yeah.
We'll find out.
I'm going to tell you this.
I mean, bro, how long has he been growing out his fro?
Since
how
444.
Before that?
No. After he was done with 444, he cut it. And then when he was on tour, he started growing it again. And then that's when everyone is love. What's it called? Everything is love. Yeah, Everything is Love dropped. And everybody like, oh, he didn't cut his hair. Ha. That's what 90S said. And then it was like, all right. And then fucking.
When did Everything is Love drop?
2018.
2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But they said no. But they literally said that. They were like, I told you he said you saw he didn't cut his hair. You knew he was working. They literally said that. And then when fucking he was working on and then when he was working on the Jay Electronica album, they literally said the same shit. That's all I'm saying. That's exactly what these Rock Nation motherfuckers say.
I will say this: he did put out another album, so whatever.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right.
Would you want another?
No, we already got one.
No. Would you want another solo, like a real solo Jay-Z album in 20 whatever?
Yes,
sure.
Why not?
His kids are getting older. Want to hear about fatherhood?
I don't know. I'm kind of
why not?
It just popped in my head. Like, what else does he have to talk about now? I mean, obviously he talked about fatherhood in 444.
He could just rap, dog, and I will be captivated.
Yeah.
I just want to see if he would adapt, or he just he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I will say this:
literally do whatever he wants.
He's a billionaire.
He has free range, dude.
But
you just said he's a billionaire. He has a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
And people, rich nigga problem. He already did that. Magna Carta Holy Grail. That was rich nigga shit.
I will say this about Laugh Now, Cry Later. I have definitely been using the last 2 or 4 bars to just taunt Clippers fans on social media. That shit's so fucking funny. We on your trip, or we took a trip on your block and it's like a ghost town. Niggas didn't make it to Western Conference Finals. Where do these niggas be at when they say they doing all this? And niggas never showed up. I be using that to fucking taunt the fuck out of them niggas.
God damn. Baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah. R&B dropping in January.
Certified loser boys.
Damn.
I mean, that goes for Drake. I'm just playing. I'm talking about shit. My bad.
No, I'm talking about the Clippers. Certified loser boys.
I feel you.
Certified loser. Certified simp boys.
I ain't no simping about the Clippers.
No, I'm talking about what Drake is, a simp. Anyway, fucking, what else has been going on? I was going to say something, and it just left my fucking mind. Oh, Clubhouse. So, another app's about to take over for the 2021. It's starting now, but I see where this is going. It's like it was when we saw Facebook, when we saw Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, all of them fucking shit. This app's about to be the new fucking wave. Y'all don't know about it? You're gonna know about it soon. Your friends are probably on it. It's called Clubhouse.
They just need to get a new app cover.
Oh yeah, because it's the beta version. That's what you're looking.
It looks like a photograph.
It is a photograph. Yeah, it's a beta version. It's like invite only. It's like pretty much they're relying on word of mouth because pretty much what it is. It's an app that's like it's an audio group chat. That's pretty much what it is. And it's like just think of it as Twitter. You can follow people and you can just get a group.
It's audio version of Twitter.
Yeah, and then you get a group, you get a chat room, and it's just people talking. Mm-hmm. Like kind of like a mini podcast. And a lot of these rappers, a lot of industry folks are in this shit. And they're just talking. If you want to have a conference, you can literally just fucking, what's it called? You can literally just get everyone in there. Like if me, JC, and Martine just want to do like a mini podcast, live podcast, we'll just go on fucking Clubhouse and then make a room and we can all just talk. And people will just come in and listen.
It's a very good app. It's a great idea, especially in COVID, in this era of COVID right now. And us not knowing when the hell anything's going to open up. I mean, again, everybody thought I was laughing and joking. I was like, yeah, it'd be nice when we go outside in 2022. But it still don't look like there's going to be a vaccine anytime soon. So that's looking more and more on par. No. So in the meantime, and not doing conferences and not trying to have to worry about the video strategic planning to do Zooms and make sure everybody's on the camera at one point. Start up a Clubhouse chat and everybody just rock in. Right. I've heard a few of the chats because one of my homeboys, he was in it. They were talking about just gearing up and doing stuff here around the Bay Area. So that was really like my first taste of it, if you will. Mm-hmm. Just sitting back and listening. It was good. I mean, I sat back and watched for a period of time during the Monday night game. I liked it. I mean, I don't necessarily know when I would go in and want to create a chat right away, but
the thing is,
it has a good service for it.
Yeah, like pretty much you can listen in. You can like raise your hand, and if you want to talk, they can allow you to talk within the chat or shit, or it can be a closed group. Mm-hmm. And I participated in it because my boy J5, shout out to Justin and Mel's for the A show, and it's like their 30th anniversary. Shout them out. They shout me out. They're nice. But we're watching Hell in a Cell, and I told J5, like, this is about to be the new wave, and he was like, yeah, I don't know, man. So he tried it out, and he pinged me in there, he hit up Wale and a few other people and shit like that, and we were all just watching WWE's Hell in a Cell, and we just had we were just all talking our shit, and that shit was fun. Like, that shit was fun. I was like, okay, and he was like, dude, that shit really worked. I was like, I told you, nigga. You should listen to Busby. Busby don't bullshit. I'm gonna put that on a shirt. But this is about to be the new fucking wave. And dude, last night, man, I was just up and I just saw like one of the clubhouses. I saw Meek Mill, fucking 21 Savage, and that, what's it called? The Demon Time nigga? Justin. Yeah, they all had like a little group chat with these fucking, what's it called? Instagram thoughts and fucking industry females and shit like that. And they were just
Instagram models.
Well, no, the way they were talking like thoughts.
Instagram models. It can, I guess it's the politically correct term.
Well, I'm just being real.
It can cover a wide range.
I'm just being correct, not politically correct.
Yeah. But they were just talking about why they won't fucking date niggas that work at fucking McDonald's and all the getting flown out and how they're not a gold digger even though they talk how they are. And Meek Mill was on there, 21 Savage was on there, and they were talking. I like, dude, by the time I go to bed, I looked, I was like, it's 3 a.m. These motherfuckers are still up talking. I was like,
industry don't sleep, baby.
Nah.
But like 21 Savage was really talking like, nigga, don't you got an album to record? And I was like, well, he's got done recording a damn album. And I was like, shit, whatever.
And if he was in Atlanta, you said it was at 3 a.m. It was 6 a.m. for him.
Yeah. Meek Mill was up. I'm telling you, these artists, and that's the most fascinating thing to me. These industry folks are on it tough. Just talking about bullshit. I'm like, social media, man, it just simple.
It shocks you that
it's like the most
shocks you that they talk like us.
No, not like us, but it's just like, I don't know. It was like, you have time to do this? Like this type of shit.
Yeah, they're financial. That's why I'm confused.
No, it was
financially secure, bro.
Financially secure.
Extremely.
No, I know it's, but it's just, it was just like, I don't know. I'm trying
to find the aspect that you're like fascinated by it because
how many people are on it, not just industry folks, but just like everyone's just on there just talking, and it's just like, damn, it was just fascinating to me, and I was like, it's so simple but so effective. And it's the beta version now. When this shit goes mainstream, because you know it will.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
we need to find out what stock there was back in the most.
Yeah, thanks for that. I'll let you know. You gotta look it up, man. They're already at 300 million. Now, They already at 300 million. That's the time I checked. That was how much they're investing in it before they really just open it up. It could also be a curse too, because MAGA folks are on that shit tough. Yeah.
As long as they run their shit better than Quibi, they'll be all right.
Damn, rest in peace to Quibi. Rest in peace to Quibi. That last grand opening, grand closing.
Somebody did this.
Quibi did themselves.
And that was a case of great idea,
bad
fucking timing, man.
Horrible fucking time.
Because it was a great idea. Remember, I came in and I was like, all right, they got these shows. You know, it just the lockdown happened right
after.
Yeah, no, like 2 weeks before.
Oh wait,
because they dropped in April.
Oh shit!
Lockdown hit 2 weeks before, and then everybody was under the impression, okay, well, everybody would like to think for their fellow human man. We'll be out of this by July.
Just stay in the house, you know.
Yeah. No, they didn't do that, and then Quibi just didn't.
They won a Grammy, not a Grammy. They won an Emmy.
Yeah, but
that show won an Emmy,
and you can win all the Emmys you want if it ain't generating income. Money,
again, I read that report and I was like,
again, that's what it boils down to. Not even just the music industry, but just the world in general. It don't matter about your quality. If it ain't generating dollars for people to live, it's not going to work. And they just did not adapt and just figure, fuck it. For the time being, let's just get all this running on like Fire Sticks and everything. And on top of that, they also didn't give people an opportunity to figure if they liked it or not by just saying, okay, we have a season of 8 to 10 episodes. The first 2 episodes you can watch for free, and then if you like it, that's when you pay.
How much
they
was
didn't
it?
do anything like that. It was $4.99 for the ads, and then it was $7.99 without the ads.
Yeah, they didn't have no like free trial period.
No, they did.
Well, like a week or 2 days.
The trial period was, I think it was a month.
No, I don't think it was a month.
Yeah, I didn't get charged until the end of April.
You always up on them deals though.
I mean, when they first open the shit up, like there's gonna be deals, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
whatever.
Yeah, I didn't get charged till the end of April.
I just looked at it as just like because I know the concept and turning it, and even if I was going out like that, I was like I'm more just I gotta see it on the screen because I'm not even a fan of watching like Netflix shows on my phone like that unless I'm really like you say like I'm on a plane or on a long ass ride if I really want to watch it, but. Other than that, I have to see this shit on the screen, like the big screen, like flat screen.
I get you.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was gonna say like that's just the way you do it. I know a lot of people, including myself, like when I'm not driving, I don't mind watching Netflix or Hulu, you know what I'm saying, like whatever, fucking, you know what I'm saying. And like I said, I know a lot of people like that too. Yeah. So something that's gonna be like a quick, like
10 minutes.
Yeah, just going down to the other side of town, pretty much, whatever. Right.
Right.
Like sure. I'll watch a little episode or something.
Would you pay $7.99 to do that?
I mean,
the content was good, so it was worth it.
Yeah, like I said, if it worked for me, sure, why not?
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I'm also like that, and I also don't like trying to watch hour-long episodes in pieces. I hate doing that. And when you only get a 30-minute lunch on days, like you have to take that opportunity. I don't like doing it. Yeah. So Quibi for me worked perfect. Remember, I came in and I was like, I got through 4 episodes in half an hour. So it was fine. It was just their downfall was they didn't really see everything and they didn't adapt to be like, okay, wait a minute, we're not opening up anytime soon. Just throw it all on the platforms that can get onto a screen. Because when you're home, why the fuck am I going to watch anything on my phone? I'm home. I can watch it on TV. And even if you're not watching on TV, I can watch it on my. I can watch however you get cable or whatever on my laptop, on my tablet. Like there's just so many things I can do without having to hold my phone. Yeah. They just didn't put 2 and 2 together, and I think what is it by the end of the year or by the start of January they run out of money. That's the thing. They're out of money, and there's no money coming in.
Yeah, like Trump losing money for his damn campaign. Shit,
like man. Trump supporters losing buses.
Nigga.
Yo, someone's asking if there's any good shows on Quibi.
Well,
before they end, to be clear, like she's supposed to make sure.
There was. Let me get the title.
What was that?
There was one that had Lawrence Fishburne.
# free what?
Yeah, it was free. The main character's name. That was
it's called. That's exactly what it's called. # free the main character's name.
Yeah.
# free the main character's name.
Free the main character's name.
They had the Clippers doc when they were getting out of moving away from Donald Sterling.
He got AIDS.
Oh shit!
That's what it's called. He got AIDS.
He got it.
There was
No, it's not.
Free Ray Sean.
There you go. Freeway. That won an Emmy. Yeah.
Yeah, Reno 911 is on there. They started doing new
Oh
episodes.
yeah, Punch was on that shit too.
The Stranger.
Yeah, they gonna probably put that shit on Shudder. Have you ever watched that shit? The horror app Shudder?
Nah.
Yeah, I've been kind of thinking about getting that shit because some of them horror movies look kind of intriguing. But I'm a horror guy, so.
For sure.
I don't do horror because I just end up yelling at the TV like, you stupid fuck.
Any horror movie ever like not scared you but creeped you out?
Yo, man, nah, there are some that like creep me out.
There's some, but like
which one?
those got to be like the Poltergeist ones.
Because it's Halloween.
I think like
no,
not Halloween.
No, I'm saying
me out.
Halloween's coming up, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, like Sinister 1 got me.
Sinister 1, yeah. So,
But like slasher flicks, like I just I'll be watching
slasher films are stupid.
Oh no, those
fam,
are
y'all
whack,
dumb
bro.
as
Yeah.
fuck. When the streetlights go on is another good one. So there's several of them on here. Yeah.
You're from Quibi.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to like the horror shit because Halloween is coming up, but you know we all gonna be inside and we too old to be trick or treating because you know.
Oh man, that shit sucks.
But anyway, there was this one horror. I could call it a horror movie, but it was on Hulu. It's called Bad Hair, and Kelly Rowland is on there, and pretty much it's a haunted weave, and that's all you need to know.
Oh, I'll watch that.
I'm gonna watch that.
That's all you need to know.
I'll watch that.
So and Vanessa Williams on it. I watched that shit like this shit is.
Is it a real life horror or is it a spoof on horror?
No, it's that ass serious.
I'm watching that
I'll
shit.
watch that.
It's
Yeah.
dead the fuck serious.
If it was a spoof on horror, I would definitely be tuned
And it
in.
takes place-
You're telling me this is supposed to be real? Nah,
Yeah.
I'm
It takes
sold.
place in
Yeah.
the 80s. And it takes place in the 80s, so you see a lot of ushers in the shit too.
Oh, the time of the Jerry curl.
Hell
Oh, you got
He
the
had-
weed,
no,
you
he
got
had
the
a
weed
fade.
blending in.
There,
No,
bro.
he had a
I'm saying
fade.
you're saying the 80s. That's
Oh,
the time
yeah.
of the Jerry curl. Oh, you got the weed blending in like a Jerry curl. Then it attacks. Oh, I'm sold.
It's not even a Jerry curl. They make it
No,
more
no,
short.
I know, but what I'm saying is
but
you're in the era of the
in that-
80s. There could be an
that
episode that
time.
blends. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Yeah, it was. I watched it and I'm like, this is so fucking stupid. But I just kept watching because they tried. It's one of those you can tell it's a satire, but it's like this is stupid as
Oh, so it is
Wait,
like a.
so it's a spoof.
So it is. They know it's a spoof.
No, I won't say it's a spoof, but you could tell they're being.
But it's not legit like they're going after horror. There's some
Like they're
funny
trying to
elements.
make an
That's what we're
actual
asking.
horror movie.
Yeah, but you gotta.
Is
watch
it like Black
Okay.
Dynamite?
No. It's not like Black Dynamite.
Because Black Dynamite is
That's a satire.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is like a horror movie because there's like horror elements in there and shit like that.
I still gotta see it.
Yeah. Come on, a weave,
I'll be honest with you,
a haunted
yeah.
weave. That's
Like,
all you. That's
yeah,
all I need
you
to
said
say.
haunted weave. I was sold, bro.
Yeah.
Like
That's all I
there.
need to say, man.
they on that. Now it's finally time for me to get on P Valley and the Real Side Chicks of Charlotte.
the real side.
What
chicks
station's
of
that on?
shit.
Or what stream's that on?
There's another kind of it's something flicks.
Trap Fix?
No, I think it's Urban Flicks.
That's might as well be
Oh,
Trap
I
Fix.
think
Yeah,
that's the
Urban
one.
Flicks TV.
Yeah.
This should be $3.99. They got a fucking movie with Trey Songz in there that popped up out of nowhere, and I was
What
like,
the
Fuck.
I was like, this looks so bad it could be good. But the
not.
real side chicks of Charlotte is on there, and
The real side. chicks
yeah,
of
man.
Charlotte.
I told you I was waiting for basketball to end with that, and then I had to let off that
So
champ
these are all
talk, and then I
about
went on vacation.
Yeah.
And then when I came back, I still had to wait out baseball because even though I'm not a baseball guy, it's the World Series, like, you know, unless you really hate the team that's in it.
I mean, yeah.
I understand,
wait.
but
This guy.
yeah,
No, but so it's about side chicks,
oh, it's a real. It's not no.
It's a
spoof or
reality
nothing.
show?
It's a reality show.
and they're all side chicks for athletes and rappers. And,
Yeah, no,
That's sad.
that caught my attention.
That's sad.
That shit caught my attention when I thought it was going to be on VH1. This isn't anything new. I knew of the show. I just figured out, oh shit, they got it on Urban Flix TV and it's only like $3.99 a month. Yeah, you could have my money.
What else
I'll
is
get
on
my
there?
guarantee.
Just movies and reality shows?
random ass
Movies and,
shit.
and TV shows. Shout out to a friend of the show, Dev. Dev's in one of his movies that he's in. He's in called Licks.
Oh man, that's like a Bay Area
Yeah.
fucking legend movie that I still
Yeah.
haven't seen because it's literally floating all over the place.
Licks is on there.
He says a very legend movie that I still haven't seen.
Shout out to Dev. Dev is in Licks, so that's on there. The one that Trey Songz is in is called Blood Brother, and they play detectives.
Wow.
There's one called The Broken Rose. Has a little girl on the cover.
Oh. But I mean, that sounds like a Tyler Perry fucking shit.
Shit, it could be better than Tyler Perry. I don't see no fucking wigs and bad
However,
on here.
if you're what Tyler Perry's doing, he said he's gonna back off the fucking, being the compound leader now. He's gonna give other people the chance now.
It's about damn time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even hit the applause. I've been like, yay.
It's about damn time.
Yeah, he said he's gonna back up now. So he's because he's getting the People's Choice Award. He's like, damn, I don't need to work so hard. No shit, nigga.
Oh, really?
The motherfucker should have had 4 compounds. Should have had one in Atlanta, one in Los Angeles.
I think that was his plan.
Anywhere in the Midwest, and then one in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, they're filming Spider-Man 3 at the Tyler Perry compound.
Like, he really should have had compounds everywhere, and then he really should be in the office.
I think that's his plan, probably.
Like, he should hire people like showrunners, other creatives like Ava DuVernay.
Oh yeah,
Hey, operate my compound in Los Angeles for me.
Right.
But it makes too much sense. So what the fuck do I know?
Look, just stop talking logically, please.
Yeah, but they started filming Spider-Man 3 out there. And I don't know if you saw fucking Tom Holland. He looked like Nathan Drake because they're doing the Uncharted movie. So I was like, oh shit, okay. But they're filming all these damn movies. And I'm like, y'all filming all these movies for theaters that might be shut down.
No, they filming all the movies for the Fire Stick.
Shit.
For Amazon.
Yeah, I heard a rumor.
The Century Theaters is open though in select areas around here.
Melpitas?
Nah, I'm gonna go to Fremont to go see Tenet tomorrow.
I work. I was gonna say, let me go with you. I was like, I work because I was gonna go with you.
I'm gonna go hit that bitch up. I'm gonna go see Tenet, nigga.
Motherfucker.
It's a reserved seating too, cushion. I'm just going in there just to.
You bitch.
I'm gonna go send you pictures just to taunt your ass. Like, look where I am, nigga. Nigga been to Vegas and I'm in the movie theater. Look at me, I'm clean, nigga. I'm clean. This movie talk, nigga.
JC at the movies. I'll be looking at you like, you motherfucker.
I'm gonna send you 15-minute snippets of Tenet 2. Like, oh, look at this shit right here, nigga. He killing this nigga, man.
He's gonna be petty, huh? Okay.
Yep.
Fuck you. I'm not even petty to you. The fuck?
Well.
I mean, well.
I saw some of your tweets.
About what?
Wouldn't it be funny if Lakers blew a 3-1 lead? Wouldn't it be funny if this happened?
Yeah, on the timeline. Yeah, it would have been funny. It would have been funny.
Yeah, Champion Cole never forgets.
Man.
Yeah, I reserve and I hit you where it hurts.
One, man.
Yeah, I know how long you've been waiting to go to the movies. So
I can't lie.
The fact that I'll be the first one out of the 3 of us to go to the movies.
I kind of side with JC on that. Fuck. I wouldn't even. He said, "Fuck you."
Fuck you going to damn movies. That's the only movie I want to see. That's all I want, Gavin. Is open it up in Eastridge. That's all I want. I was just seeing movies.
Now I'm gonna send this nigga every fucking flick, and every time I send it, I'm gonna send the caption. Fuck you, Busby.
JC at the movies, you fucker.
Shit.
Oh, fuck you. But other movies, yeah, but they're filming all these damn movies. I'm like, alright, because they're filming, what else are they filming? They're filming the new Hocus Pocus movie.
Yeah.
They're filming Hocus Pocus too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet part 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we were talking about horror movies. So you said Sinister scared you.
Yeah.
Like it creeped me out. You said Poltergeist creeped you out?
No, the first Paranormal Activity.
Yes.
After that, it was kind of like, all right, y'all doing too much. But
the
first one, it was like, wait, is this shit real or not? Like,
that shit still holds up. The very first one. To me, the story intrigued me, and then it was like, okay, I just gotta see it because I got to know what happens next. But then it just went all over.
And see, I was at Blockbuster, so I saw. A couple friends and I, we went some, because we were still in college. Mm-hmm. So we went some girls.
When it was demanded, that shit?
And at the AMC in Santa Clara.
You mean Ricardo?
Yeah.
I went there too.
So we went to go there to see that. Like, that was an experience.
The midnight showing?
Yeah.
I was there too.
When you go to the movies for all that shit, like, ain't no pussies around here. Take us right into the midnight show. We gonna do it. Because everybody, if I'm gonna be freaked out, everybody in this motherfucker gonna be freaked out.
No, the thing about that, because I had work at 6 a.m., so I went with my homegirl, because I really wanted to see, because it was like hella hype and shit like that, because the whole demanded shit. So I remember the line. I will never forget this experience. The line, there was some nervous ass females. I was like, yeah, y'all scared? And she just slowly looked up and was like, yes. I was like, like, damn, bitch. And then,
damn, scary ass bitch.
And then I remember in the movie
I
theater,
wasn't scared until right now.
and then in the movie theater, everyone was just like, it was like a nervous. It was like the opposite of when I went to Dark Knight, because it was an excitement. But this one for Paranormal Activity, everyone was just like, oh shit. And then when the movie was about to start, I remember this dude had his blanket, and the movie is literally about to start, like after the trailer and everything, and they showed a little disclaimer, and then when the lights would come, he's like, ooh shit. The first scene.
I'm gonna tell you the one scene that had everybody in the fucking movie theater like, oh my god. When she woke her ass up and she went over to his side of the bed and just stared at him for hours. And they were fast forwarding this shit. Everybody was like, oh my god! Like nothing happened. Yeah. She just stared at him and then went back to like she just disappeared. But just the fact that somebody was staring at you, just swaying back and forth for 3 or 4 hours. It was shit.
But the only thing though about Paranormal Activity was Katie. And why? Because Katie got some big ass tatas. Yeah, she lost hella weight and them tatas went away. But still, man.
I just remember in the second one when she popped up and she snapped the husband's neck. And I was like, you deserve that shit, nigga.
Yeah, he did.
You wasn't trying to hear none of this shit, and that's what you get.
That's what you. Nah, man. The thing that scared me the most about the first one was the ending when she just do get that nigga to the camera.
She sniffed his body,
and then just walked and looked at the camera, and then her face got all demonic, and then she just ate it.
Yeah.
And then it said, "Oh yeah, her whereabouts are still unknown." I was like, "This white bitch still out there?" I remember me and Stephanie went to fucking Denny's after, and we were just like, I can't sleep. No, I can't sleep tonight. No. Mm-mm.
There was another one with the when they were trying to I forgot what movie it was. You might remember. But when they had to go overseas because her mom was admitted to she killed there were like nuns and priests that went in to do an exorcism, and she killed them all, so she had to be admitted.
The devil's something.
Yeah, the devil's
something.
Playground or something like that.
Nah, something else.
But like when they showed the nun and the nun looked like she had cataracts.
I just hated the ending to that shit.
That movie was terrible.
The ending
wasn't even scary. It was just like
I was like, where are you going with this?
No, the ending was
a bad scary movie.
No, because in the end it ends on a cliffhanger, and they say if you want to know what else happened, go to this website.
Yeah,
that website doesn't exist no more.
Fucking website.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they ended. It was a car crash, and then it I guess a car crash, and they all died. And they said, if you want to know what else happened, go to the website. And the website's
no
gone.
Fucking treasure hunt.
Trash.
Hey, $15 for this fucking ticket. I ain't going now to go look online for some more shit.
Only 3 movies that creeped me out was the first Paranormal Activity, the second Grudge movie. That shit. I'm not saying second. Both Grudge movies, the Korean version and the American versions. Those creep me out to this day. I was thinking somewhat of Sinister. Sinister was creepy. They're not creepy. What's it called? Hereditary. That shit was creepy. And yeah, it's just creepy movies. Like those ones that kind of just like stay with you because they don't show much, but they show just enough to fuck with you. Oh, yeah, the Babadook. That shit was creepy too. And Witch.
My boy once told me the worst horror movie he saw was Pretty Woman. He said the idea of turning a hoe into a housewife just scared the fuck out.
Oh my god.
They're all cult classic horror movies. They're all cult classic horror movies, like Vampires in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy.
Funny story about that movie. It's not necessarily directly with the movie. But when it was coming out, KMEL did like a Halloween fest out here, and I got separated from my mom and my aunts. And guess who I ran into?
Eddie Murphy?
Chewy Gomez.
Oh.
And Chewy Gomez had all these shirts. He was like, hey man, where's your family at? And I was like, I don't know, I got lost. I was like 7. He's like, all right, well just stay with me. And then I don't know if it was the actual KMEL station or just the area, but they're like, yeah, we have a kid. They said my name, like we're looking, so they all ran over, and he's like, oh no, he's okay. Everybody got to meet Chewy, and he gave me a Vampire in Brooklyn shirt.
Wow.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
Yeah.
Movies are pretty underrated in my opinion. It's one of Eddie Murphy and Wes Craven. They were on that shit. It was like it was like Black Dracula. Pretty much. It was
ahead of its time because then a few years later Blade came out, so it was just a few years too early.
But when the movie dropped, the critics hated it, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
That movie was good.
Yeah, it was decent.
Bones, remember Snoop Dogg's Bones?
Oh god,
that was a good premise.
It was a good premise. It was entertaining to watch.
The idea was good.
Yeah. It was the execution just wasn't.
Man, it was entertaining. It was one of those entertaining Snoop movies.
But I will say this: I don't give a fuck how bad the movie is. Anytime you put Pam Grier in front of me,
yep.
Oh yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll give you 3.5 stars just off the strength of Pam Grier.
Hey man, and let's not forget
And that's
though.
2.5 more than the Cowboys.
Exactly. It's not a logo. It's a rating.
And let's not forget Tales from the fucking Hood. Oh man, I love that movie, man.
I love it too, but not for the horror reasons. It's just so
oh
fucking funny.
my god, the mayor, the mayor,
Yeah.
the dude running for mayor,
The little pickaninnies.
Huh?
The little pickaninnies.
Oh my god! Every time me and Justin watched that shit, he always said something new. He was like, "Oh, look at that, Nick." N-word dolls, and I was like, "Did he just say that?" And Justin was like, "I don't remember that shit." And then I'm gonna shoot off your little bag of balls. And I was like, I remember I was sitting there. I was like, I really hope this is in the script because he's just letting this fly. These little niggas.
Yeah.
And then when you see the dolls, I wasn't even scared. I'm like, first off,
It looked like the PJs.
that too, yeah. Y'all too young for that shit.
Yeah, when Eddie Murphy when Fox gave Eddie Murphy a bag to go make an animated
Cartoon.
I don't want to say
Stop
cartoon,
motion.
like stop motion, like clay.
Oh,
he created the PJs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what those dolls look like.
Yeah.
But I wasn't scared of those dolls when I was a kid because the premise was he was a former Klansman who was running for office, which kind of holds up now.
Somebody did this.
Yeah, and then I'm like, and your headquarters is at a slave plantation that's haunted. What the? And then you go in there and you see a portrait of all of the black lady and all the slaves that died. What did you think was gonna happen to you, bruh? I wasn't scared. As soon as those dolls showed up, I'm like, kill that nigga. Please kill him. Kill him.
Kill him, please.
Then, of course, the other story about the kid who saw the monster, David Allen Greer.
Yep.
Oh, you trying to kill a monster? I don't give a fuck. Funniest part is when he did the karate chop action to old boy from Soul Food, when he chopped him in the face, and he was like, huh! and then he said, oh, and I rewinded that shit. The way he fell, David Allen Greer trying to be a gangster. That shit was hilarious. Only things that was scary was the first story and the last story. I mean, to me, it was like the only serious one, but the police brutality, Martin Luther King dude, they kill him and then he comes back and haunts him. That was the way to
I'm
make.
telling you, even when I was a little kid, I always celebrated black people getting their get back.
Oh yeah, that was cool. I mean,
So
it was still
to me,
kind of
it wasn't scary. It was just, oh, he got the get back. Cool.
Then the last story, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But then, of course, the funniest part of that whole shit, this ain't the Terradome, neither. Welcome to hell, motherfuckers. And fucking fire comes up, and these motherfuckers doing the hyphy dance and the fucking flames and shit.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Tales from the Hood, the sequels. No.
I know. You told us about it. You told us about the third part.
Yeah, third one, that's it.
Speaking of movies, not even just horror movies, I went back and I watched, so they put House Party 1 and 2 on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Still no wrong with House Party.
House Party's a classic.
Still
Perfection. Perfection.
Going back and watching House Party 2, I'm pissed off even more now.
Why?
I already don't like the movie.
I thought you didn't like the really last one. House Party 4.
No, I would actually put House Party 4 above House Party 2.
Really?
House Party 2 was just fucked up for no reason. This is why. House Party, it's in the fucking title, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. House Party 2 is a 95-minute film.
It
Guess how long the house party actually lasts in this fucking movie?
10 minutes. 5
The
minutes.
house party starts an hour and 1 minute into the film.
Because they'll set everything
The
up.
house party
Right.
ends an hour and 21 minutes into the fucking film. The house party takes place for 20 minutes. In that 20 minutes, they just throw a bunch of shit that they threw at us. I wouldn't even say threw at us. That we enjoyed in the first one. And they just put it in there for quick humor.
Good.
Hey, play, I think somebody messed up the toilet. Deja vu like a motherfucker. Like, really? Seriously? And then the next one. Wow, what's her, Tisha Campbell, her character.
She wasn't even in it like that.
No, well, she was. But remember, she's connected with Queen Latifah's character.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, in the middle of the dance, she just, come on, girl, like a random girl that had nothing to do with this, and all of a sudden they got choreographed dance steps going in a battle with Kid and Play. And
but
I'm
that was like
really?
the first one.
She didn't know that girl.
Oh.
That girl had go back and watch that movie. That girl had no role in that film before she said, come on, girl, let's do this. It's like, I don't think you just tap somebody with fucking choreography. Like, what the fuck's going on?
It's movie logic.
I mean,
it's movie logic.
it can happen.
No. On top of that, when I really finished the film and I was thinking about how could they have made this better, I was like, fam, they really just screwed up. And they screwed up because in the credit scene, when they show the fraternity line and they're stepping, it's like, fam, that could have been the fucking premise. You make Kid Play and Bilal, they're pledging. In the midst of that, they got to do something to really put their names on the map. You could have had the Jammy Jam, and you could have got into that fucking party 35 minutes into the movie.
They wanted to make a character development for a kid,
and there was no reason to do it.
Yeah, really.
There really was no legitimate reason to like try to that movie went in like 20 different directions.
Yeah, that's why I don't like watching it that much. I could watch the third one.
Yeah,
third one I could watch like
even though the third one, you look at Kid and Play, you're like, oh, you really don't want to do this one. I can tell.
Yeah,
you just look at their face. They look defeated.
Because in between 2 and 3, that's when they did Class Act.
Yeah.
Class Act's a classic too.
Yeah,
they need to put that on HBO Max.
Yeah,
but yeah,
no, House Party 2 is, oh my god, they butchered it, huh? Jesus Christ! And the fucked up part of it is one of my uncles is in it, and Ralph Tresvant with Yo Baby Yo. Then they put Tony in there.
Yeah.
Had all the recipe to just make it work, and it just
the
fell
third one
flat
was
like fucking face.
Third one was perfect. You had Immature in there. You had TLC. Bernie Mac was in that.
The only problem with Immature being in the third and the fourth one was that they created a whole different story for the fourth one. So they're just saying, yeah, these are kids, cousins, nephews, whatever.
Yeah,
we gotta watch Kid's House. That was like the only they like completely went a different. Turn that nigga into John.
Yeah, that shit was. Oh man, fourth one. And then didn't they do a fifth one too?
Yeah, Kid and Play was in that one.
They look rough.
And that was what's his name? That was Drew from Everybody Hates Chris. He was one of the two characters in that.
I never watched it. I
didn't watch it either. I just know it was Drew from.
You know about it.
Yeah,
That's it. It never happened. Just like the fourth.
No,
season
it happened.
It's like the fourth season of South Park or third season.
Yeah,
whatever.
It happened.
I never watched it.
Kid and Play was in it. I've never watched it, but it happened. I will recognize it.
I won't. But yeah, House Party, man. Yeah, that is a classic. Like I could watch House Party like nothing. That is literally perfection.
It gets right to the fucking point.
96.
These niggas plan a party the day of. There's some shit happens in between, and then next thing you know, he's at the party. George Clinton is DJing.
Robin. No.
Yeah,
at the other party. At the other party.
Okay.
I was going to say Martin was, but I was like, oh yeah, the other one. Yeah. The other party they were at, the little bougie one.
Yeah. It had full force.
Yeah.
We gonna kick your fucking ass.
I always loved watching in the edited version when it came on USA.
Yeah.
Oh, what's it called? Punk mother suckers. And then the part where they said, no, y'all go that way.
I smell sissy.
I smell sissy.
Oh my god.
Because they usually use their voices. Oh, punk mother suckers. Oh.
This punk mother sucker over here.
Sometimes I will watch that one over the original one. Oh man,
the edited version and shit.
The edited version would be funny, man. Sometimes edited versions are funnier.
Nah, them shit's
Baby Boy edited version on BET will forever be a classic.
My God.
They just need to make that a special edition. Like you, 2 disc special edition of Baby Boy, just the regular version, and then the BET version because it's so iconic.
When they had that nigga Snoop pinned on the ground, ready to shoot, and of course in the real version, do it, motherfucker. But nah, brother, you get to that BET one. Do it, mama's boy. Every single time, my sister and I look at each other like they really.
Is that on YouTube?
I don't know. But it's on the BET.
And then the voice that you change.
Yeah, no, the voice always changes.
No, I know.
Do it, mama's boy.
Do it, mama's boy. And that's why Tyrese looks shocked. Who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Do it, mama's boy.
Speaking of Tyrese,
what's he been doing?
Fast and Furious 10 and 11.
I know in space.
No, that was supposed to. Remember we were saying 10. Yeah. They got one more. They confirmed 11.
What else can they do after they go to space?
Hey man, you gotta get the Transformers in space.
Yo, it's gonna happen, dog.
I'm telling you, I've been saying this for years.
This shit is gonna fucking happen.
No, that's what it was. They started talking about time travel in 11.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, fam, they're going to go back. They're going to get cut for one more ride again.
Yeah, they're going to get Paul Walker. They're going to get Paul Walker.
They're going to get cut.
They're going to go Endgame with it. And they're going to open a portal and all the cars are going to come out like an Endgame. Oh, man.
No, but remember, because they got to put 9 out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It was supposed to come out
9's already done.
Yeah.
But they already, remember we thought it was going to be 10. They were going to stop at 10. No, they said there's going to be an 11th one. And the 11th is going to be the final one.
Wow.
That's like, what else can they do? That's
I don't know, but I'll be in the movie theater. I'll be there.
We're supposed to be here this year, man. Fuck. Cause I was ready for this one. We saw a car swing on a tree like Tarzan, and you hear Kid Cudi, I can still feel the love.
Yep.
I'm like, dude, John Cena catching the fucking car.
I'm sold. Just tell me where to be there. I'll be there 5 minutes early.
I wonder if the soundtrack's still going to be the same.
They already released the soundtrack.
I know it's a stupid fucking thing to talk about.
They already released the soundtrack.
No, but I'm talking about within the movie.
Oh.
No, that wasn't the
what I'm
official
saying?
soundtrack.
It was like...
That was like a prelude.
That was a mixtape.
Yeah. Because Dev works at the label. I think the artist, I think it's what's called the artist, music or management. Mm-hmm. They were the ones that pretty much were on the front line for producing that album.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I was asking, like, he goes, no, this is like kind of like, I guess you call it the mixtape kind of prelude. Mm-hmm. We're just trying to get some acts out there to
get the buzz up.
Yeah,
because they're still low key promoting it still right now for Fast 9.
Oh yeah,
supposed to come out next year, and possibly by then when Biden's back in, when Biden's in office and shit kind of goes down a bit, shit kind of opens, we can kind of go back to movie theaters.
See, I'm not gonna put this on
not on Biden.
If Biden is president-elect, I will not put this on him. Mm-hmm. You're still gonna have to wait towards the end of 2021 for something to come into play. Like there's only so much he's gonna be able to do. Oh yeah. Especially after they put somebody with a resume like mine in the Supreme Court. Look at that shit. I was like,
must be good to be white.
This bitch tried the same amount of court cases as I did. Mm-hmm. The fuck?
How many is that, JC?
None.
No.
None.
It really pays off to be
white.
No, it pays off to be mediocre and white.
That too.
There's a difference. It don't just pay off to be white.
Yeah.
It pays off to be mediocre.
We're gonna touch on what Trump did to the folks in Tesla.
Yeah, he left their asses, no bus.
That shit was hilarious. They went out. He did a whole big rally out there, and then after that, they bust like hundreds of people out there. And then when they were done, he was like, "All right, bye bye," and went back on Air Force One and flew off and left hundreds of thousands of people
in Omaha, 9-degree weather.
In the
elderly in the 9-degree
and they
weather.
got what's it called?
Hypothermia.
They got hypothermia. Yeah, he left her. And then
got hypothermia.
Yes,
I tried my best not to laugh. No, I really tried my best not to laugh at that situation.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm just thinking like, wait, hold on, like that actually happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like
a week before the election.
Like, literally,
and these are your voters, and you are losing in the polls.
Like you've already left them by not, delivering a second stimulus. You've already left them, figuratively speaking.
And all
you literally you bust them and you left them like,
didn't pay the bus people either.
You treated these like jump offs, one night stands. Now, I ain't say nothing about getting you the Uber back home.
Oh my God.
I got my nut. I don't know what you finna do, but I'm out this bitch.
Nah, this motherfucker is losing so bad in the polls right now. Like at this point, the number of folks are saying, the experts that even predicted that Hillary was going to win in 2016, they're saying Biden is so far ahead in the polls right now. It's not a matter. It's like the Dream Team when the Dream Team was playing. It's not a matter of if he wins. It's how much he's going to win by.
See, again.
So no, I know.
I'm prepared to at least chuck my fist in the air.
Yeah.
I just don't put it past people that were there and being like, it's not Trump's fault, it's my fault. I should have made sure I secured transportation.
Yeah, there's some folks.
Those people exist, man.
I'm seeing videos, dude. I'm seeing videos of this white boy.
I'll put it past them.
I'm seeing this video of this white boy. This is mainly just white folks,
stupid,
man.
Oh, and they fighting too.
Oh, and Georgia? Like I don't know how Biden and Harris got to the Hicks out in the what's it called, redneck state of Georgia, but they even got supporters out there.
They tapped in.
Yeah,
they tapped into Georgia, and it ain't Atlanta, brother.
It's Georgia.
It's not. They tapped into Georgia.
Like Biden and Harris
Red
got
Georgia.
to that.
Augusta.
You look like you lost, boy, Georgia.
Wow.
And they were fighting against Trump supporters.
And it looked so confused. Wow. I was so confused watching it.
Wait a minute, you guys are for us? You going against?
There was somebody that looked like Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
And he was trying to whoop ass on behalf of Biden.
Yeah.
And I was so confused watching
him. And his mom comes in, don't you ever touch my son, motherfucker! I was like,
my God.
You guys are for
Wait, you said R?
Don't
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
man. That's how good their campaign is.
That's crazy, bro.
The way they have campaigned in all these battleground states, it's almost like if they pull it off, mwah, I'll be like, oh, that's the blueprint. Oh, and speaking of the dude, not the album, but I saw this ad for Biden. I thought it was just so simple and so effective. I was watching Hulu because I was going to watch Scream 4, and it opens up and you see a circle. And in the circle is like an oval, and it starts talking like Trump, and you hear all the sound bites, all the shit that Trump said, like, oh, it's a hoax, blah blah blah. That he's all talking and shit, right? Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden you see a circle start, filling up, a black hole starts filling up, and then the voice starts getting muffled. Yeah, like it gets muffled and shit, and you hear just a little bit because there's like a little dot left, and then that gets circled in, and then the camera peels out, and it says it's a voting ballot, and it says Joseph Biden. And then they put it in the fucking voting booth, in the voting drop-off center, and it said silence him. This ad has been paid by Joe Biden. I was like,
effective.
Oh, like so simple, so effective. I'm like, the way they're running this shit, it's like he's taking money out of his ads in Florida too, and he needs Florida. He's down the polls in Florida. He's taking ads out of there. And they showed like 2 different ads from fucking Biden and Trump. Like one ad from Trump was like Armageddon and all the fucking looting from the Black Lives Matter shit. And I'm going like, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. Or Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
What? And Joe Biden are fucking fueling the flame for the fire. So then they show.
He's so disrespectful because he does that to the person that he actually has to vote for.
Yeah, for real. That's what I'm saying.
I keep calling her Camilla. I keep calling her Camilla. That's how I hear her name, Camilla.
That's not how she pronounces it though.
I know. I keep hearing Camilla. Whatever.
That's Kamala.
Kamala. But
anyway, saying Mama Sa Kamala.
I'm gonna play that if they win. Say it to the world. Anyway, yeah. So they're going like, oh, Biden and Barrett are putting the fuel to the fire of our country and da 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 da. And then you see the police officer going like, no, it's a rough time right now. Da 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 da. And I'm like, why are you showing the police sergeant? Then you see Trump siding with the police people, and I'm like, nigga, what are you doing? Like, don't do that. And after that, it goes like, this ad. And all the ads of Trump's ads, he's just holding up a bill. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What are you doing holding up a bill for? This ad has been paid for President Trump. Then the other ad, it's all calm, and it's just Joe Biden saying, we need to come together as a country, and it's all peaceful, optimistic, and, we heal the world and shit. And it said, yeah, this ad's been paid by Joe Biden. And it was just like, it's like night and day.
Need to play that shit as soon as it gets closer to announcing who wins this election. Mm-hmm. Just to build up. I can still feel the love.
And this message has been approved by Joe Biden.
For real.
There was another one that was on his Instagram. It was they were so simple and effective. All they do is use Trump. Trump was like, if he wins, I don't know what I do. I'll probably just leave. And then it just goes out and it says, this message has been approved by Joe Biden.
You better not go to Omaha.
Them niggas. Shit, man. They said the only way he could win is if he cheats.
He left them niggas in Omaha like it was fucking Belly.
Seriously. He left them like hoes, man. Literally got on his plane and flew off. A week before the election. You need those votes, homie.
Yes. Can't write that shit.
You can't write that shit. This dude's gonna go man, we're gonna find out next Tuesday.
No.
80 million people. By the time we're done, recording this, and when you're hearing this, it'll probably be at 100 million. Like, this is some crazy. And they're saying Texas is a toss-up state now.
That would be some shit, man. I've never seen Texas go blue.
And if it goes blue, it's game over.
Only the closest time was Ted Cruz versus boy that was thank you.
Beto.
That was the closest I saw it, and that was actually very close.
Hillary Clinton almost won it. Like, Trump barely won Texas. The way he became president, he barely won because people didn't show up and vote.
He was in game winners. That's all it was.
Yeah, even though Hillary had the stats, the popular vote. This one, I think Biden's going to shatter that shit. The popular vote.
So. We'll see.
Well, hopefully. We going to see. When we come back, we're going to see.
One thing we do know, Los Angeles is the city of champions. I know that hurts half of you, Martine, but you can't take it away.
I mean, hey, man, in 1 month.
I'll give you my honest feeling on the shit. I don't care. Like, I really don't.
Okay,
Like,
I'm not a baseball fan. Period.
Me neither.
Look at the air horn.
LA got 2 championships in 1 month.
Yeah.
My Lakers were happy about them winning, so I'm happy. Whatever. Kobe was in Dodgers jerseys. Both of them pulled it off. Both of them dedicated their seasons to Kobe.
California, period, man. We hit championships over Cha. California, period. I think we have the most championships, like just period, in California.
Out of any state, definitely.
Yeah, I really feel that way.
Maybe Massachusetts might have us beat, but that's about it.
By baseball, but I'm talking all over.
Yeah, there was one point where Boston was winning every single fucking championship. Like the Red Sox would win, then the Celtics won, then the
Bruins had,
and then the Patriots.
And then the Patriots.
And the Patriots.
But
yeah,
that was like once.
Massachusetts was like the leading competitor.
Not like
I don't
like the legacy like California.
Enough.
I'm talking like California. Period. I don't think Massachusetts had titles like that.
The Red Sox
titles
go way back. Like this.
No, yeah, that shit goes way back. But
even though they had the drought, they all of a sudden they picked up and they started winning again.
Even then, though, it's like it's not close, bro.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
the Patriots make it close.
The other thing, the reason, not really, because they got just one more than the Niners. Like that's, and then we still have another football team. That's what I was about to say. We got a lot of teams in California.
Yeah,
a whole lot of teams.
Yeah, that's true.
Winning teams at that.
Soccer. Yeah, you got me there. You're right.
No, we just got a lot of teams.
When the arena football,
losing, whatever.
When arena football was popular, the SaberCats were winning all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
I was there for 2 of them.
Shit.
It was nice.
The championship?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's what's up.
It was cool. My grandma used to get tickets all the time.
One of my old high school coaches used to play for them.
And then my brother played with the head coach. My brother played with his son, Pop Warner.
Oh, shit.
So we would go with them, too. So, yeah, no, SaberCats was lit.
Yeah. But that shit was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the story that's kind of going crazy right now when it comes to the Dodgers winning the World Series, what's old boy's name?
Justin Tucker.
Justin Tucker, bring your ass to the stand.
No. Is it Turner?
It's Turner.
Turner, I'm sorry.
Well, whatever. Bring ass to the stand.
Somebody did this.
So, during During Game 6, he played how many innings? 7 innings?
8. They pulled him in the. He went into the 8th.
They pulled him in the 8th.
So why did they pull him to the 8th? You ask people, because right before they took him out there, he tested positive for the goddamn coronavirus.
The day before.
And the day before
and the day of.
They just did. Okay, so there was conflicting reports, and then the correct report came out. Sarah Spain came out and said that they knew that he tested positive during the day before the game. That turned out to be not true.
Okay.
They found out that he tested positive for the first one in the 2nd inning. Because of that, they went and looked at they expedited his next result, his next test. And that's when they found out in the 8th inning. So no, it wasn't that they knew about it and they were like, fuck it, just keep it on the low. They legitimately didn't know until the 2nd inning about any of this. So then they had to expedite his test for the second one to confirm, because of course you have the false positive. So they had to confirm that. So they really didn't know for sure until they were going into the 8th inning. It wasn't like they were, hiding it. Yeah, no, that wasn't the case.
As soon as you saw it came out, why didn't you just wait till the wow, that's fucking wild. So anyway, the whole point is, as soon as what they call them, the Yankees, as soon as the Dodgers won the World Series, as soon as they won the championship, the old boy wanted to come back out because he wanted to celebrate with his team. Had his mask on, and he kind of stayed far away at first. Then he took his mask off, started kissing his wife, and he held the fucking trophy. He had the virus, and then he literally took a picture with the entire team. It was most likely a super spreader event. And I was just like, nigga, I said, wow. So,
yeah, I'm just curious to see what happens. Like, what's the outcome from that shit?
Because to see who gets it, because
that's kind of crazy.
That's wild.
Like, you know that you have the shit, and you're openly just going out and like
hugging.
For all intents and purposes, like I can't call who gets infected or not, but he just went out and was like, fuck it. You're gonna get infected. You're gonna get infected.
But he was thinking about his team.
You also got to bring in an important factor, because it wasn't just him. His team was bringing him out too. So
they said he insisted. They said he insisted.
The outcry.
They said he insisted on coming out.
So yeah, he did, but it wasn't like his teammates either were like, "Nah, stay away." His teammates ran up to him too. Like and see, that's where I'm conflicted at it, because yeah, of course, the best thing is to stay away. But on the flip side, they've already been exposed. That's the thing.
That's true.
So what was the difference? Pulling him out for the 8th inning and then him coming back.
That's
They've already been exposed for a day and a half, 2 days.
That's how the
Right,
league
right.
should have came in and just said, no, don't you even think about going back out there. Get in the van and take your ass back to the hotel.
This is why the league should have made them a closed bubble, not just a regular bubble where they could go out to restaurants.
Yeah.
Wow,
So again, this falls on this. I'm not mad at him for this reason, for several reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, I get it, safety precautions.
Yeah.
Had it just been, oh shit, he has it, and that was at the moment. Yeah, you gotta get him out.
Yeah.
But he likely played a game with COVID, so everybody's been exposed.
Yeah.
You got
Now factor in the fact that yes, because you're thinking logically. Okay, you want to protect. You're not guaranteed to go back to the World Series, and this is your first. I'm sorry, like I'm gonna celebrate because nothing's guaranteed. They keep bringing up his spouse. But remember, when Idris Elba caught it, everybody was calling his fiance a true warrior for staying in the apartment with him. Loved up on him. So what was the difference here?
No, that one. I
You
don't
know,
know.
no, it's not you. It's not you.
Yeah.
Social media was making it. Oh, he's kissing his. I don't know if it's his wife, his fiance, his girlfriend.
Whatever,
He's kissing. It's like, well, that's usually what's been happening. We've seen the stories when one person gets it, the spouses, if they don't have kids. For the most part, the spouse is like, well, I'm just going to stay because I'm not leaving my spouse.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Magic Johnson went out there too, man, and he celebrated. And I was like, dude.
Oh, and then
That motherfucker don't need to be out there. That's for sure.
Number 3, you could live through anything if Magic made it. Number 4.
Oh, fuck out of here, bro.
Number 4. Sorry, this goes back on the fans. And it goes back on baseball. All throughout this time when we were weighing out all the possibilities, and this could have been a possibility, what were the fans saying? Oh, suck it up. You make millions of dollars. Just go out and play. And if, just saying all that in third. If I was making those millions, I would risk it too. Okay, he risked it and he got it. Now all of a sudden people want to get on their high horse. It's too late for that. You chose baseball over their well-being from jump. So what does it matter now? And again,
For the
they were exposed.
They're fucking stupid.
Yeah, of course.
Say that out loud.
Of course.
Like, yeah.
But from my thought process, it's like, okay, well, now you're reaping what you sow. You wanted this.
Yeah.
We knew this was a possibility.
Right.
So what are you bitching and complaining about?
Right.
Not you two.
Right. Yeah.
Overall,
just like
what are you complaining about? Because you said you wanted to be entertained, and you put entertainment over their well-being. Well,
That's
one
true.
of them got it.
That's true.
And he's already exposed them. So why are you bitching and complaining that he's now back out with the trophy? They've already been exposed.
No, but the thing is, they found out when the game was over. That's when the shit started. That's when the shit came out. When the game ended, that's when the
because at the time when they took him out, they were thinking injury. Everybody was confused about that.
Yeah, and then when he came out there, that's when reports came out. Yeah, he tested positive, and I'm like, and he's still out there celebrating. And that's when I was like, man, nigga, that is selfish as fuck. Cause he had those kids out there too. Like it could literally spread.
That's the issue that I had. That was one of the issues that I had. Is that with all the other families coming out, it's like,
of course.
Now, granted, I understand. If he played for 2 days with it, whatever, right? And he exposed everyone else and shit. Then that's a problem, whatever. But then you gonna bring the kids into it,
and then not only that, you take.
I definitely understand that.
And then after that, you take your mask off, and then after that, you take a mask with the trophy, with your mask off, in front of the whole team. And I'm like, my nigga, what are you doing? And it was just like, damn, this is why this shit's spreading, because of this type of behavior. Ugh.
But see, that just goes back to what I was saying. You can't be on the end of fuck it. If I was making $1 million, let him play. I would choose. You can't be on that. And this isn't about you.
No. To the people.
This is in general.
To the people.
You can't then do that, and then when it happens, all of a sudden you got on a high horse. Well, you shouldn't be out there. It's like you lost merit with me when you said you wanted entertainment over their well-being.
I 100%.
And again, I understand with the kids, of course.
That's the.
However, if the players were already interacting with their kids in between games, and he had already been out there, that's the thing. Again, everybody's been exposed. So that's all I'm saying. What's the difference if everybody has already been exposed? That's just what I'm getting at.
I get
because that's the slippery slope in terms of why I was saying, well, shit, might as well just let them celebrate. You've already come in contact with them.
Yeah.
So what's the point? Like, are we really gonna say no? Stay in the locker room. But if this motherfucker's been playing a game or two with COVID,
right?
Like he was good enough to high five and go through the motions with everybody. But now it's really time to celebrate a moment that. It's not guaranteed you're going to be able to get that moment back again.
No,
you know what I'm saying? That's the slippery slope.
Believe me when I tell you, I completely understand what you're saying. The one issue is that, like I said, out of all the shit is just the kids.
Of course.
You know what I mean? That's the one issue that I got. Other than that,
now if it was me,
I got nothing.
If it was me, I still would have remained distanced. But nah, I'm gonna be in my own area on that field. You can put the trophy at an angle of like,
but you stay away
of 12 feet,
right?
So that way, when you angle the picture and I'm sitting down with the trophy, it looks like it's right in front of me.
Photoshop me,
but it's 12 feet. You know what I'm saying?
Photoshop me in.
We can do a funny team picture where everybody's celebrating over here and I'm over here. Like I'm still fuck it. I'm not going back to the hotel. I'm celebrating. I deserve this moment.
But
I'm sorry.
Stay over there.
I'm sorry. Like, you
see the trophy? All right.
That's just me.
Stay over there. Stay there.
And the reason why I was bringing his teammates up is because there were some teammates that they openly said we didn't care. We wanted him there with us. What do you say to that? It's not his fault.
Damn,
that's rough.
Man. That's wild.
And but see that goes to the genuine relationship of when you beat team, team camaraderie. Because again, when they were in the dugout and they were swinging and they were knocking them over the fence, what's everybody doing? High-fiving, yes, screaming yes in everybody's face.
Yeah.
How they blew the lead in fucking game? Was it game 4?
Game 4, I never seen no shit like that in my life. Ever. I bet you said, I say, wow. I looked at you and said, nigga. And then he threw the ball, and I was like, oh, it's an out. And then the ball swipped, and I said, nigga!
And then the look on his face when he was at safe, like, it was literally what it was.
He got away with murder.
Like, he was even tapping the fucking home plate.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
I did it. I got away with murder.
What are those games take? Those took place in Dallas?
And I just know they were in Texas.
In Texas.
Oh, okay. Because I was wondering why there was fans in there, and I was seeing Dodger fans in there. I was like,
I will say this: aesthetically looking,
one of my friends actually went. He's a Dodger fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aesthetically, it did look better than the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
it did.
It did. Like from the look.
Like and again,
I mean, to an extent.
And again,
I like the video board shit. Like,
but again, that has to do with they had the benefit of going into their bubbles later, so they figured it out.
Yeah.
Where they were like, let's just do the World Series and then we'll let the fans in. I believe had the NBA had once they realized nobody was catching COVID, I firmly believe they would have been like, yo, as the teams are leaving hotels, let's bring fans in, let them quarantine for 2 weeks. And then and then once they get in the bubble, they gotta stay here for the entire duration of the finals. There's no leaving.
Right.
I feel like if they again, hindsight 2020, so I'm not holding it against them. I just feel like if they had seen that and knew that there weren't gonna be any positive tests, there would have been fans involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Both bubbles, they made it to the end. You can't take nothing away from baseball. You can't take nothing away from basketball. They got it done.
They got it done.
And in the end, LA took both of them motherfuckers.
Seriously. There'll be some shit if the Rams won it. Like the Super Bowl or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to take the Chargers a while.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
They just got there.
I keep forgetting about
They just got there.
Yeah, that's their stadium too.
Yeah.
No, they didn't just get there. They had the same time with the Rams.
Yeah.
But the Rams were there previously, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about this run. This run, they got there at the same time.
But they just got there. I'm talking about they just barely got fans in LA. They didn't even got fans in LA, really. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, like
Justin Herbert, I'll be.
Oh yeah, no, they probably will be soon. But I'm saying,
that boy,
like
Justin Herbert, boy.
Before that though.
Yeah, no, of course.
Like,
they were the Clippers.
Yeah, I was saying, they were looked at like
no, I would say they're more
maybe a little bit more higher.
They're
than
they're more Angels than Clippers.
Yeah.
They at least you can at least say they have always been in the mix for playoffs.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, there's more Niner fans out there than Rams or fucking.
I mean, there's more everything out there than Chargers.
Or I'm just saying Rams. Period. Like there's more like in LA.
Even more than Rams.
Yeah, there's a lot more Niner fans out in LA.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
There's everything ahead of the Chargers out there.
I'm saying,
like everything.
Well, obviously.
I saw one of the Steelers games and it looked like a Steelers home game when they were out there playing in the
the Coliseum or
fuck the soccer team stadium.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We know. So
not the Earthquakes. I forget what their soccer team name is.
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
Yeah,
there you go.
That shit looked like fucking Pittsburgh small. Terrible towels swinging everywhere. And I was like, damn, this is terrible.
So change subject. Did y'all see that Kanye Joe Rogan interview? No.
I saw the 3 hours. I'm like, I'm good.
I'd rather listen.
But
to
I
Joe
did
Rogan.
when I went and watched Mike Tyson and Boosie.
That shit. Oh my god! I told y'all to watch that.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Thank you, by the way, Boosie.
Oh my god!
I definitely watched
I watched that in awe. How Tyson was talking little. He was little bro and Boosie, and I was like, "Oh, y'all niggas, you got niggas see this."
That is, I mean, that he could look at him as a little bro.
I know, but the way Tyson was talking,
this is the prime example of why I tell people I will choose the option of death before I face Mike Tyson's hands.
Dude, the way Tyson is talking, the way he talked in that with that high pitched voice, but it's all low and shit like that, and he asks you a question, you better hope you give him the right answer. What if you give him the wrong answer? What the fuck would he do?
Boosie is
evil.
Boosie is allegedly, and I say this only because I ain't bringing up his. I've already said Boosie's top 5 artists. Like anything he says on the microphone, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
But for judicial purposes, Boosie is allegedly a street nigga.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. When Boosie is sitting there taking it, you need to understand the level of Mike Tyson.
Yes.
Because
Yup.
Tyson was saying some shit where even I still thought it was fair game.
Right.
But he was saying some shit where I'm like, if this is anybody else, Boosie gonna rough the this is gonna turn south.
Yeah.
He was saying some shit and Boosie just had to sit there and take it and just talk. I remember like 5 minutes in and he's like, why do you say things about homosexuals? You know, sometimes I just really need to just shut the fuck up.
Then why don't you? Right. Then why don't you? He asked, then why don't you?
And I was 5 minutes in, and I was like, oh,
half hour in, I was just like, dude, what is going on? And that white boy he was sitting with, he was quiet the whole time. Mm-hmm. It was like real nigga talk. That's what it was.
But see, that's what we miss. It's it's just OG talk. Like
now I fully believe he whooped White 100's ass. I fully believe it happened now. The way
I fully believed it when they said it.
No,
that wasn't even a question. I'm terrified. Not Mike Tyson the person. I feel like I would adore Mike Tyson the person like an uncle.
Right.
Like he just has so much game and I don't want to say he put up a facade. He just went through so much shit where he had to be in ring a killer. Yeah, but he just gives the vibe of like if he loves you, he fucking loves you and it's loyal to the end. Yeah. I could vibe with Mike Tyson like an uncle blood, like straight up. So I get that vibe from him. Mm-hmm. I'm not terrified of Mike Tyson the person. Yeah. I'm terrified of Mike Tyson's hands.
Yeah, that's
because he's also the type where it's like, if I love you, but if you fuck with me,
you're dead.
Like,
you're dead.
Yeah, you're dead. Yeah, no, it's gonna be I would choose hell.
Wow.
Before I face Mike Tyson's hands.
I kind of agree with you on that.
I
will spar with the devil before I spar with Mike Tyson.
Shit.
Yeah.
I was talking about, I know the change stuff about going to hell and shit. I was talking about when Trump, whenever he goes to hell, even the devil don't want his ass. Like, nigga, just go to your room. I'm like, I can't deal with like Trump is fucking up so bad that he can't even, like, people are calling him the Antichrist. I was like, nah, let's give him the Antichrist too much credit. He's fucking stupid. Even if he goes to hell, he'll allow angels into hell and make hell look all nice and there'll be 2 heavens. Like, and the devil's like, what are you doing? Ugh. 6 more days, people.
Let's see what we're recording down. Going back to Jay-Z. Jay-Z starting up a marijuana strain called Monogram.
Sounds like something.
Marijuana line.
Marijuana line. Thank you.
Yeah.
Marijuana line that would include a new strain called Monogram, which is not only going to be big in New York, but again, he's partnered with a dispensary out here called Khalifa.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good old.
I went to that. I just happened to check their website, just looking. And it looks like Khalifa might be one of the few dispensaries that actually have access to the strain.
No, apparently they're going to be the only ones.
Really?
Yeah. It's going to be exclusive.
So we're going to have whole strain exclusively out here in the Bay.
Damn,
what a time.
Yeah, it's 2 West Coast classics. So Still Dre and then some weed. Who would have thought?
Selling it legally. Respect.
For real.
Also respect Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp opened up his dispensary out in Seattle.
Oh, shit. That's what's up.
And Gary Payton was there to help him do the grand opening.
It's only right.
So, man, you talk about 1-2 combos.
Yeah.
I'm talking about one.
Seriously.
Talk about 1-2 combo. I just looked at a picture right now of motherfucking Jeezy in a meeting with Joe Biden looking like James St. Patrick. Like,
no, that's Jay St. Jenkins.
Jay St. Jenkins. Like, I was just like, Jeezy, what the hell? and you could tell, like, he's really concentrating, too. I was like, Jeezy? Like, sometimes it's just so weird when I see gangster rappers chilling with politicians. Well, Easy went to Ronald Reagan shit, so that's...
Well, let's be clear.
That was very weird.
Yeah.
And that was the wrong Eric Wright, but still, he wins.
Let's be clear. While Jeezy's music is reflective of the street, there has always been more to Jeezy.
Oh, yeah.
When he came into the game, you could tell he was very business-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then My President off a recession, off of the recession.
Yep.
So it's on par with him. He's just
for sure.
Again, he's aged.
Yeah.
Jeezy's,
He's
if he's not damn near 40, he's in his 40s. Like
he's about. I mean, he's got to be right around.
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
he's matured. He's doing that. He's engaged. He's just.
The picture was just wild. It was like, wow, we didn't know. We seen this. Just them chilling there with a presidential candidate.
But it's not so much different. They did it with.
I know with Hove and all that.
Did it with Obama. So,
I know.
You know what I mean?
That was black.
Yeah, but that was Obama.
Yeah, but Biden was his vice president. So how far?
No, you're right.
That's what I meant. Like, I remember Obama's last few years in the White House. Before even the election happened, he just started inviting rappers to the White House. Just
now, Jeezy is here chilling with Gavin Newsom, and if Gavin Newsom was running president, Jeezy's just out here in California with Gavin Newsom. Then it's like, okay. But even then, it would still make sense because his fiance isn't she filming her show out here?
No, they've been zooming.
Yeah, no, his fiance is from the Bay.
Oh yeah, that's true. She is. You're right.
Yeah. So even then, it wouldn't really be
it wouldn't be out of place at all.
Well, speaking of Jeezy, might as well lead in this. Verzuz is back.
Give me a hell yeah!
Verzuz
season 2.
There you go.
Season 2.
With they. Yeah, so it's on November 19th, a week after, 2 weeks after the election, and a week after my birthday.
A week before Thanksgiving.
I know. It's Jeezy versus T.I. T.I. was talking all that shit about 50, about, who else was he? Gucci? Who was T.I. challenging?
He was talking a grip of shit, and then Busta opened his mouth, and all of a sudden he was like, wait.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, I started looking at Tip a little different after that, because it didn't dawn on me, wait, Tip versus Busta is actually a pretty good one.
It really is.
It actually is a very good one. He started using the excuse of, it's different eras. Like, nigga, don't run from it.
Gap or something.
Yeah, no. Because Busta was recording into. Yeah, Busta was recording well into your domination when you came in. So no, don't run from it.
Yep, exactly.
But it's gonna be T.I. versus fucking Jeezy.
Like it's literally something that everybody's been like, that's
it should happen.
Yeah, I like it.
Fuck it. Right before Thanksgiving. Shit.
I'm going to say this. On paper, T.I. should definitely be the favorite.
Yes.
He's got bigger mainstream records.
Right.
Bigger music with more pop appeal acts.
Right.
At the same time, nobody better sleep on Jeezy. So if I'm truth be told, if I'm a betting man, I would slide a ticket on Jeezy. Because where I have Jeezy as most effective is Jeezy's features.
Yeah.
Jeezy's feature game is T.I. really doesn't have much to compete. Now, T.I. can go ahead and he can do the Soldier with Destiny's Child. He can do
Live Your Life.
No, that's his record.
Are you talking about Soldier?
Soldier is Destiny's Child
featured
record.
on.
T.I.'s
featured
on.
Oh,
you mean features?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he can do those ones.
My Love.
Yeah, like he's got those.
Damn, he does have that.
But remember, Jeezy has some shit in the tuck. And I'm bringing this out because
whole bunch of hoes.
I was there for year 3 or year 4 of Jeezy's run in the South. Everybody knows and remembers when Gorilla Zoe dropped Hood Nigga.
Yep.
Yes.
When the remix to Hood Nigga dropped.
I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
And Jeezy's vocals hit. I saw niggas that were, again, allegedly in the streets and also doing school. I saw niggas that were tough niggas in the streets belting out that verse a week after it came out. Wow. Not even a couple months. No, a week after it came out. I saw them belting that shit from the top of their lungs. So I saw what Jeezy's impact did in real time. The real time is where Jeezy's going to have that effect with those features because it's going to bring up a lot of memories for a lot of people.
He has a lot of whole features. Like classic. Yeah.
Which one?
So Crazy.
No, but that's his track featuring Hov.
That's what I mean, yeah.
No, but it's his track.
I know, that's what I meant. Yeah, Go Crazy. What are the whole track? Fuck. It's featuring Jay-Z. I hear the beat. It's a little... you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. It was the one where they said Jay cried on the record.
Yeah, because Jeezy always gets the best out of him. But it's that Jay record, then it's fucking amazing with Kanye. He can use
Seen It All.
Seen It All. There you go.
He's got Seen It All. He's got I Do, the one with Andre 3000.
Can't Tell Me Nothing.
He's on Blueprint 3 with Real As It Gets.
That one's that's one of the whole features kind of But I know what you mean.
And I mean, come on, he's got Put On.
Shit.
He's got Soul Survivor.
Shit.
Remember, he's on My Nigga with Young YG song. He's got Act Right.
Shit.
And remember, he's got one where T.I. better time it right, because if Jeezy pulls out Leave You Alone with Neo and T.I. pulls out a mid record, it's not gonna go well for T.I.
What features does T.I. have? Like, I know he has a shitload. I'm thinking of My Love. I'm thinking about what would be a knocker for him. Like, what would be like a KO for him?
As far as a feature, I'd have to think about that.
Well, I mean, for him.
Again, I give Jeezy...
I mean, in general for T.I., what would be a knockout for him? What Up, What's Happening? That's a good one. It's not a knockout, but that's a good one.
Wait, you talking about like what song?
Oh, just
Jeezy
in
can't
general?
touch?
No, that's almost untouchable.
I know, but are you asking for feature or are you asking
in general?
In
what
general.
You know about that?
What you know about that is... Mm-hmm. But to me, it's also going to determine on timing,
if he plays Can't Tell Me Nothing, like Jeezy... Because
he's not going to play that.
Yeah, he will.
He ain't going to play that shit.
Yeah, this is ad-libs.
Exactly. He ain't going to play that shit.
He could, because he could play it into the song that it's from, which is Mr. 17.5. Mm-hmm. That's where it comes from. Mr. 17.5 was on Thug Motivation 20.
Yeah,
that's the ad-libs. Those are all those ad-libs. It comes from that.
And Kanye took those ad-libs.
It's Mr. 17.5 featuring T.I.
Kanye
it's on Thug Motivation 102. It's towards the end. Featuring T.I. So I could see him in an instance where he's playing with T.I. like, yeah, remember me and you did this record? And then Kanye was like, hey, I could do better. And then he flips it. I could see,
like, man.
I could see him playing around with that too.
Remix.
And remember, he co-wrote some of those tracks on 808s and Heartbreak.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So if T.I. takes it to a slower rank, he has those ones too.
Amazing. That's a knocker.
T.I. has Live Your Life with Rihanna. But remember, Rihanna has Jeezy on Hard.
Fuck, he does. She is on that.
Oh, he is. I forgot about that.
So that's what I'm saying. You can't sleep on Jeezy, man.
That's a good one.
Oof.
I love both artists, but if I have to pick, I am the Jeezy aficionado.
It's crazy because T.I. has My Love with Justin Timberlake, and fucking Jeezy has that song with The Dream.
Yeah.
What's that song called?
I Love Your Girl, the remix.
I Love Your Girl. It goes Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, even though that's
what I'm saying.
Had nothing
he
to
has
do with
songs. He has songs where niggas know his shit before the beat even drops, and that's what's important.
Yeah,
that's going to be very important in this shit because again, we've learned from season 1. These battles are dictated off of people's nostalgia, and when you factor in nostalgia and timing.
Man, I don't know about you or how everybody else be doing this shit. Like, to me, it don't go off of that shit.
Well, for you, it goes off of the performance.
It's like yeah.
But see,
with
us, some of us aren't even looking at the screen. Like some of us are just listening.
I look at it like sports, man. Like,
no, of course, but you gotta remember, some people aren't. There's some that aren't watching; they're listening.
Yeah.
So, like me, when I'm scoring, I'm not really paying attention to the performance, so I'm not gonna grade the performance.
And it's smart for Timbaland and Swiss Beats to have it on November 19th, the week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Because the election's going on and the aftermath of all that. So after that, by 2 weeks after that, it's kind of just calmed down.
I got one for T.I.
What?
About the money. That's going to be really hard for Jeezy to beat.
What was all about the money?
If it ain't about the money,
don't be... Yeah.
That's going to be a hard one for Jeezy to beat. He would have to come out from one of his, like, he'd have to put up, like, Soul Survivor for that, and even that might not be enough.
That playlist is going to be fire, though. I can tell you that.
Yeah, no, Jeezy and T.I., again...
That is for sure. The playlist
It's cliche, but at the same time, it's like, we still want to see it.
Yeah. So I wonder what season 2 is going to be like. Season 2!
I would like them, because there's been talks on different outlets. I would like the idea of them making it like UFC or boxing, where you do 1 or 2 undercards. So for the acts that we know don't have 20 tracks, but they've still contributed to the culture.
Right.
Let them go on as undercards. Like I like Joe Budden and them's idea where you do a one-hit wonder versus a one-hit wonder.
That'll be one hit.
Let them open up.
and then, one song and one song, and
then you do 2 acts where it's either you can either do the best of 5, best of 7, or you go all the way to 10. Let them open up, and then I feel like we could make this a whole like
an event type. Yeah,
because like right when you really get into it, it's over.
Yeah.
So, but like you could do shit like this where it could turn into a good 3 to 4 hours, and everybody like I ain't seen one person really when everybody's into it. I ain't seen nobody complain about the time. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, I've been watching this for 3 hours. Like, when's it gonna end?
Right.
No, when you start throwing people that you know can't compete in a 20, but they got enough to where
right.
Throw Montel Jordan in against Domino. This is how we do it versus Ghetto Jam. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. See,
I would love to see undercards.
Yeah.
I just want to see if Usher's gonna do it. I wonder if Usher's gonna do it this time and probably get Chris Brown with Justin Timberlake.
I want to see who would go up against Missy.
Missy doesn't want to do it.
I
want to
see. I would like to see Missy in a
I see Missy and Busta. Missy and Busta.
That would work too.
That would work. Mm-hmm. That one could seriously fucking work.
I like the music videos playing in the background.
Oh hell, you gotta have the music videos showing somehow.
Yeah, Missy and Busta kind of have the same similar, music. So that would be
but you know who there is one act, and we keep bringing him up, and I didn't really think about it until Busta got brought up, and I was like, no, that actually works perfect because they both got hits for decade over decade. They keep getting in with the younger crowd. You put Busta versus E40. I know it sounds unorthodox.
You first said E40
and it sounds
now
wild.
You're saying Busta and E40.
Well, but I just said Busta and Jay because we knew Jay wasn't going to do it, so we were just throwing names out. So it didn't matter. But realistically speaking, Busta and E40 have similar resumes. They both got classic. Check me out. Both got classic albums. They've both been rapping decade over decade,
for
and they keep getting
for E40.
It's not for us.
Yeah, I'll agree.
You can't disagree. You can't disagree with E40 jumping on like it's not just us because if it was just us, E40 wouldn't be on a Big Sean record. That was a big ass record.
Yeah, but I'm talking about to the people how they would look.
They can't even. There's no disputing that though.
But what hits would you say E40 has mainstream wise besides Tell Me When to Go? Besides Tell Me When to Go.
Function went mainstream. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
Yeah, Function out there.
I agree with you. That's one.
I Don't Fuck With You was a mainstream one.
Okay.
There's no disputing that one.
I get you.
Yeah, so you had that one. There was... Pull this up. He had the joint with T.I. and Chris Brown. I went over to the East Coast at that time. They were blasting that out there.
What song?
I don't want to say it was fancy. Because it wasn't fancy. But it was a track with 40 and Chris Brown
it has a whistle
and T.I.
beat.
Episode.
Episode.
I haven't heard that. Oh, yeah.
He had Episode out there.
I'm in the mid, bro.
You're saying it's mid, but I'm telling you, I went over there. They were listening to it. So you're just asking.
What I'm saying.
You're just asking for the reach. I'm just giving you the reach. How you feel about it is whatever.
I'm just talking about like which ones you would consider hits, mainstream hits. You know what I mean? Because
it was really a hit out here.
Yeah, I mean, Break Your Neck, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See, fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Law with Yo Gotti,
bro. Okay, but I'm saying though the bigger hits are on Busta's side. So no matter what 40 puts up, it's not going to get the same love. It's just not going to. It's not.
And that's
a
fact.
It's different.
It just won't.
Because when they put on Snap Your Fingers,
and then Busta plays Break Your Neck.
But Snap Your Fingers was.
But Busta Break Your Neck.
Break Your Neck.
That's fine. That's fine. But you can't say that they're not on equal planes. Like. Motherfuckers remember everything that was going on when Snap Your Fingers came on. I didn't know niggas in Atlanta knew who E40 was when Snap Your Fingers came on.
Of course they did, because Lil Jon was already working with him.
Right, but no, to that extent. I didn't know how big it was till I got out there. They were listening.
Yeah, you didn't know. I'm saying you didn't know it was that big.
Right, until I went out there and got out there and listened to that.
I'm not saying, obviously I never went out there, so I'm not going to, put myself in that category, right, whatever. But what I am saying
to the general public.
To the general public, yeah, exactly. Busta Rhymes hits will outdo E40's hits. And
it's a fact.
That's a wash, bro.
That's cool. We were all saying the same thing about Rick Ross and 2 Chainz, and look how that battle went.
No,
I picked 2 Chainz.
I was surprised about 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz won on my card.
You said
at first, yeah, but then
that's what I'm saying.
But they both equally have hits. That's what I'm saying. Equally mainstream hits. E40 doesn't have the level that 2 Chainz has.
As much as I love E40. You know he's my favorite rapper all time, dog.
Okay,
I'm just saying, like the general public will not view him in the same breath as they did with 2 Chainz and Rick Ross. It's not going to be like that.
Okay, I'll give y'all that. I'm just saying we keep picking out people where it's like if they're bringing up eras. It's like I'm not gonna battle them because we're different eras. I'm just giving you. I'm just giving matchups. Like
if
they both got hits in different decades.
It will work. If it's just between us, but to the general public.
But see, I can't go off of the general public.
You have to, because the people ain't asking for that.
Listen to what I'm
votes, bro.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah, we hear you.
I can't go off of the general public just immediately siding with Busta because, again, I don't know how people overall. Yeah, that's Busta's territory in New York. How do we know there's not a community out there where it's just like, nah, it's E40 over here? We don't know. Again, I was surprised when niggas was bumping E40 like that with that Chris Brown and T.I. record. I didn't know anything like if that shit would bump off, but I wasn't fucking
Busta Rhymes could, E40 could play, what's it called? I Want to Be Saved. You know, what's it called? Captain Save a Ho. And Busta Rhymes could play Tell Me What You Want to Be. And I would be like, I'm picking Busta Rhymes over
but you're going off of what you would play. That's
no,
what I'm saying.
I'm not going off what we would play. I'm just speaking of the hits. It's that clear. It's Busta Rhymes. Period. That's the end.
That's cool. I'm just saying. I just gave a matchup. How you guys feel about it is how you feel about it. I don't care.
I know.
I'm giving you just a matchup of somebody that's been in for decade after decade.
Yeah, I know.
Has hits. Your degree of hits don't matter to me. I'm just giving you has hits.
Man.
They stand the test of time.
Yeah.
They're respected. Because if these motherfuckers weren't taking, if T.I.'s not taking a battle because of generation, well, where does Busta go?
Yeah, that one I agree with you. Like.
That's all I'm saying.
As far as that goes, yeah.
Now, if you want to say E40's going to get washed, then so be it. But again, who's Busta really going to compete with? Because if you're saying
Eminem.
Missy doesn't want to do it.
I can see Eminem doing it. I can see who else. Like, with Busta, I can see Eminem. I can see 50.
But see, I could come up and use that argument. Well, Eminem is more mainstream than Busta, so Eminem's going to win that one. That's going to be a landslide.
Eminem and Busta are both like...
But again,
they both have the same level height of mainstream
love.
I would say Eminem's is higher because Eminem has a whole white community.
Yeah, let's say because he's white.
So that it's unfair. But that's what I'm saying. I could go and I could use the logic that you guys are using.
Dog, that's not the same.
No, that's not the same. That is not the same.
That is not the
same.
same.
That is not the same.
You will pull people into that versus just based.
E40, who is publicly, he's only popular out here.
Yeah, you know that.
He's not only publicly known out here.
He is more regional than he is mainstream. You know that.
You know that.
There's no doubt about that. There's no denying that, bro. Like, speaking of which, doesn't he have a song with Fab? Anyways,
yeah.
But anyways, that just popped on my. Yeah. But anyway. Either way, that's still even gasoline won't make a fucking dent in nothing that Busta got. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Again, I'm just giving you a matchup. That's all I'm giving you.
Yeah.
How you guys feel about it is up to you guys.
But
what I'm saying is, I could play devil's advocate too and say Eminem will bring a whole community that knows nothing about Busta Rhymes. They're just gonna rock with Eminem.
And then all the black folks will just rock with Busta Rhymes because no black folks listen to Eminem. So I'm just saying it can work both ways.
So that's what I'm saying.
Put that shit to the test with that. Actually,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's just what I'm saying. I don't care about how you feel about it. I'm just giving you a matchup. That's all.
Yeah, but we'd say it's not really a good matchup. Okay. Respectfully.
Okay.
But yeah, it is what it is.
If nobody's gonna go up against Busta, that's what I'm getting at.
I'm trying to think who could.
I'm saying the only person I could think of would be Eminem. That's the only person I can think of.
LL Cool J, but he said he wasn't gonna do this shit.
Only person. Oh yeah, Busta Rhymes dropping his album this week.
Yeah.
This week?
Yeah. Extensive. What was that?
ELE 2.
Yep.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, they having that Kendrick MJ sample record gonna be on that. Look over your shoulder, honey.
Seriously?
It's gonna be on there. Yeah. I saw. They showed the track list, and I'm like, oh, so you're gonna put it on there? And I love that record.
All right.
But yeah.
We'll see how the finished product sounds. You know
probably gonna sound the exact same.
You never know.
That record was fire too. Who knows? Kendrick probably would have changed it.
Yeah.
But anyway, other matchups I would like to see. It would be dope if M did it. I don't know with who. Maybe Busta. LL Cool J said he doesn't want to do it. Bring the producers back. Have another round of Hit Boy and Boy Wonder. Because you got more hits. This time do it the right way.
We already seen it.
Yeah, that shit's done.
And it's not fair. Like, this nigga Hit Boy since then went and produced 4 fucking albums.
Yeah, for real.
And I would say Kanye. But would say Kanye. Or just fuck it. Come out to the band. Just
fuck it. Put Hitmaker versus Mustard.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Put Mike Will versus Metro.
That too.
That one would be fucking amazing.
Man, that would. Whole bunch of Future records going back and forth. It'll be Future versus Future featuring Future.
Yeah. Put up 808 Mafia against. You
might as well just do the fucking Bone Thugs.
League of Stars.
You could.
That'd be some shit.
Yeah.
Or just Bone Thugs versus fucking who? Bone Thugs versus 3-6.
Bone Thugs and 3-6. That shit still has to happen. Goddamn. Yeah.
They were just about to do it, and then Swizz and Timbo came in.
We got y'all, and then nah.
And then after that, the whole George Floyd shit happened, and he was like, yeah, and Crazy Mo was like, nah, I gotta focus on this shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I was like, all right, well, shit.
We can still see that in season 2.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
I just feel like there's just ways they can improve, and one of the ways would be, again, putting undercards. Make it a whole fucking Saturday night event.
Or
That would be
fuck
fucking
it,
dope,
man.
dude. Like, seriously.
Or just fuck it, man. Let's just get Jay-Z and Drake and have a title fucking Apple Music fucking single. Like,
they're not gonna do it.
How they did the Mayweather fucking Pacquiao shit with Showtime and HBO fucking collaborated. Just fucking do that for the culture.
I mean, I say, but
or Jay-Z versus
for the culture.
Fuck it.
They're not gonna do it.
I know.
So that's why
Still, fuck it. They can do it for the culture. They can all the Apple Music and Tidal can just make a deal just for one time only. Jay-Z versus Jay-Z period versus either just Jay-Z versus fucking
versus everybody. Fuck
anybody.
It. Everybody.
I'll say Drake.
I would like to see Ray Shremmer versus Migos.
Yeah, I can hold up. I can see that. They both got 20 tracks.
That would be
up.
that would be a good one.
And what's his name? Sway Lee has features. They all have features.
They all got their solo features in addition too, so it's not like group features.
Yeah.
They can all do solo features.
Yeah.
I would definitely like to see that one.
If they've had a Bay Area versus besides E40 and Too Short, what other battles would you see?
Jeezy has a chance to get in there, but
with who?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, again, that would be more regional.
Mr. Fab versus who? I don't know. I would say just a Bay Area versus just Bay Area.
See, I don't want to see a Bay Area versus. I want to see somebody from the Bay represent and go.
Hypothetically speaking,
versus Mozzie.
That already happened.
Yeah, but that won't end well.
Nah.
Yeah, it won't.
Nah. Again, that's why I need an undercard. There's levels that some guys have songs that went mainstream. They just didn't have follow-ups. Mm-hmm. So you put Looney's I Got 5 on it and go put it up against somebody else. That's an undercard.
Yeah.
I got 5 on it.
That's my thing. I don't want Bay Area. After thinking about it, like people talk down on Bay music overall. So it's like, let's put one of our giants up against one of your giants and see how it goes.
I figured that, but I say hypothetically speaking, if we would ever have just a Bay Area versus, just regional, that's it. Like who would go against who besides E40 and Too Short? I'm just curious. Indeed, it's very small, huh?
That's why I'm not doing a hypothetical with it.
Only E40 and Too Short. One person I can think of. Yeah.
Richie Rich and Rapping Forte. I could see that. That'd be
Again, you'd have to go back to older acts.
Older acts.
No, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like I can't think of anybody recent that would actually.
Yeah, that's why it's very.
The only
way
you get around it is you'd have to do collectives. You'd have to do the entire HBK gang. There's no. It's not to call them out, but it's to get if you're gonna do 20.
Yeah, HBK gang.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that, and again, that's why I'm in favor of let's do some undercards.
HBK versus
this will be RXT.
Nah,
because then you could do
the pack.
Because then if you do undercards, then you can do P-Lo of HBK versus somebody else, and then the next battle, I Am Sue of HBK. That's where that comes in. If you're going 20 for 20, you got to do all of them because they got to all combine, and then that takes away from the opportunity of letting them go out as single opponents.
Right. Who knows? I feel like there's something else that's happening, but next week is an important
Another
week.
black man killed in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah, that. A week before the election, people. Yeah, and they're already looting and shit, and I'm just like, wow. Even 6 days before the election, y'all just couldn't help yourselves, huh, Popo?
Walter Wallace Jr., 27-year-old black man, son, was a twin, was a father. He had mental health issues. His mother called the police just trying to... I don't even want to say she called the police. She called for assistance and they sent the police out. He was wielding a knife. I'm not taking that away from the situation. I am saying that I've seen police force deal with people with weapons a lot better than I've seen with that.
Fucking assault rifles.
And 10 feet at that.
Yeah.
So he was more than social distancing from them.
God.
His mother begged them not to shoot, and they opened fire and shot him 10 times right in front of her, which then resulted in, of course, people going out, starting out at protests, and then when police went and escalated the situation, it turned to rioting.
I mean, obviously. That's why
I saw a police task force take a father and mother out of a van with kids in the car because it wasn't moving in time for them.
Yeah, they
Literally
fucking jumped the car. They jumped
the
and arrested them and jumped them and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's 6 days for the election. Really?
Fam, you gotta get off that election.
This election is very, 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 very important.
It is, but what I'm saying is that ain't gonna stop it.
I know, that's the thing that's crazy.
Police brutality gonna be police brutality.
I'm saying, wow, 6 days for the election, y'all just couldn't help yourselves. That's what I'm at. It's like, wow, even before the election, y'all could not help yourselves.
I mean, I knew that from jump when they when there was civil unrest from
Pandemic,
George Floyd, and then they immediately went and started putting their knees on people's necks again.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm saying the election to me, that don't mean shit. They were literally dealing with something of an instance where they put a knee in a man's neck that killed him. And then when they were taking protesters down, they were putting knees in their necks.
Yeah.
So to me, they're like, it don't matter. That's how they're trained to maneuver, move.
Just wild. It's just wild. And these fucking Trumpsters are just still out there trying to intimidate folks, and they're trying to be all military. They're trying to scare folks, to voting for Trump because they know they're losing. And it's not the election I'm really worried about. It's probably the aftermath. But, God got us. God's in control, people. He'll be cool, hopefully.
Yeah, we definitely want to send prayers up for Walter Wallace Jr.
Oh, yeah.
May rest in peace.
Definitely.
Thoughts going with his family. And yeah, we're going to see how that one plays out, obviously.
Side note, I'm going to talk about SNL. Fucking Her was on SNL. So round of applause. Yeah. Hosted by Skinny Adele. Adele was looking nice. Her acting was but everything else, I was like, huh. And, her little opening monologue was she's like, yeah, y'all think I'm going to sing? No. Yeah, my album ain't ready yet, so I'm just going to be doing this. And apparently she's going out with Skepta. Mm-hmm. She's dating Skepta.
Yeah.
No, but now it's really making her they're really becoming serious now.
Oh, we mentioned that.
Oh, we mentioned that months ago. I know, but now it's really picking up steam now. So
it's been a few months now, bro. You know what I mean?
Like a year or a year or two.
Yeah, they're just out moving in public now.
I guess so.
The lockdowns are.
In London, Adele's always been kind of low key, but it was a good episode. Her did a great performance. Damn. Anything else?
TikTok. They keep finding ways to make a name and presence. TikTok is now partnering with artists to debut music ahead of the Friday releases.
Yeah, I saw that.
So they have a new series that's going to be called Watermark, and it's going to take place half an hour before the midnight drops on Thursday nights. So 11:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Pacific. They're going to have a musical act each week that's going to break down key tracks, answer some Q&A from people in the comments. This is important because TikTok, remember we spoke about this a while ago, they got a short-term licensing deal with Universal Music Group, Sony Music, and Warner Music Group.
Interesting.
That's a strong play.
Yeah. Seriously.
My only question is, do those count as streams when they play that?
Most likely.
If you can count how many people viewed in, do you then count that and multiply that by the
that
views
would be crazy.
as a stream?
Probably.
So if 36,500 people are tuning in for that one song, does that one song automatically gain 36,500 streams?
Everybody's just finding ways to get on the charts, man.
That would be some shit.
Yeah,
seriously.
It's a good premise.
Yeah,
I think Trippie Redd is on this week. I think Trippie Redd's dropping on Friday too.
Oh, that's cool. I'm not checking into that.
You're not a Trippie Redd fan. Okay, I like Trippie Redd.
Yeah, alright for me.
That's another person actually I would have put on the hook list. Not Trippie Redd, but Lil Uzi.
Oh, yep.
Definitely would have put Lil Uzi on that hook list.
Yeah, Lil Uzi has one of the highest selling albums this year, dog. Lil Uzi
did it twice.
Yeah, Lil Uzi
He did it with the standard version. He released the deluxe, and it basically did the same damn numbers.
Yeah, Lil Uzi, Pop Smoke, rest in peace. What's his name? Oh yeah, fuck not Young World. What's his name?
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD.
Yeah,
Juice WRLD, Pop Smoke, Lil Uzi, Lil Baby. What's his name? Roddy Ricch. I think Eminem. Yeah, I think maybe Drake. Maybe. But shit, it's a lot of rap albums sold a lot this year. Huh.
It's the number one genre.
Pop. It's the new pop, motherfuckers. And pop is kind of it's like second fiddle now. Shit. Oh yeah, that Ariana Grande record's kind of cool too.
I haven't listened because I'm gonna just wait for the album.
It's really R&B ish, but it's a good song.
That's why I figured it was perfect time for it to drop.
I think the shit leaked too. It's that'll be her third album in 3 years. Huh. It's wild. They're making that girl work. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber dropped another record too. That one was kind of the one. Benny Blanco. That was kind of decent. He's secretly about to drop another album too. He's gonna pretend changes never happened.
It did.
I don't know. Shit, it always did. Everything always did. I think he's in a better mental space now.
I just do my best not to rewrite history because I want to make sure motherfuckers remember that shit so you don't do it again.
No, they're gonna
don't do that shit again.
Don't do that shit again.
That's like Revival, M. Don't ever do that shit again.
If I say it doesn't exist, I'm letting you off the hook, and I'm not letting you off the hook for that. Don't do that shit.
What albums don't exist to you?
They all exist. It's just a very dark moment in history. Just like when you tried to bring up, oh yeah, T.I. just had a run from King to Paper Trail. I'm like, nah. There's still T.I. versus T.I.P.
That never happened.
You're like, no, it never happened. I was like, no, it did.
Never happened.
Yeah,
It did. It definitely happened.
To you, it happened in your reality. In your timeline, it happened.
So much history came from that album.
Like them Endgame, how they have like separate alternate timelines. That happened in an alternate timeline. In my timeline, that never happened.
Nah, fam, this is not Shazam. T.I. versus T.I.P. happened.
Well, shit to you.
There was an Eminem record that people went crazy over called Touchdown.
Nope. That shit was.
There was multiple stories behind Hurt, which has Alpha Mega and it has Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes gave one of my favorite featured verses from his catalog. At the same time, Hurt also led to what took place between T.I. and Alpha Mega when he found out that Alpha Mega was an informant.
Well, I don't remember that shit, but.
That shit was nuts because remember that was when T.I. got caught with the weapons. Yeah. At the same time when he was getting caught with that, when Mike Vick was getting caught with the dogs. Atlanta was going through some shit. That's why it's not getting erased out of my history. It's bigger than music. Well, shit. That was a moment in Atlanta's history where they were going through some shit.
Well, shit, that album, not for me. That was one big.
It wasn't that bad.
That was bad.
I always say that.
That was bad.
I always say that shit.
That shit was bad. Yeah, it was a great concept, but he failed at it miserably.
Yeah, no, the execution was really horrible. There were some good songs though. I'll give him that.
Couple.
Yeah. Horrible.
There's a few.
Couple. He needs to.
Nah, No Mercy was horrible. Nah, No Mercy was kind of good.
Well, that was Pay for My Case album, so whatever.
Yeah. That was what?
That was I need to pay for my case.
I was working on
to Atlantic real quick. Kanye and Kid Cudi are gonna be on the opening track.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna get Eminem. I'm gonna get a few other people, and it's not gonna have no flow. Sorry, I'm going to jail again.
Now that was the better T.I. and Eminem collaboration.
Oh yeah. What's it called? All She Wrote. Yeah, that was.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a great record.
Yeah.
That was a great one.
But overall, that album was...
That's one big note.
That was a notch over T.I. versus T.I.P., and that's not saying much.
I ain't saying much. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, that's why he got to... Again, T.I. on paper should be able to take the verses. But there was a moment...
He'll be close.
There was a moment for at least a year or two when it seemed like everything T.I. touched just wasn't working, but Jeezy could do no wrong in that time frame.
What verses was disappointing to watch? They've all been entertaining. What was disappointing?
If they were disappointed, I didn't watch it.
Well, not disappointed.
There were a couple that I missed. I didn't watch. I didn't go back.
What about the Dream and Sean Garrett?
That wasn't disappointing.
That was entertaining.
That was entertaining because I did not know they had beef like that.
Yeah, that was entertaining. But
I did not know the Radio Killer had beef with the pen like that, but they did.
Songwriters got pen like that. Songwriters have beef. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. It's
you steal my song. Yeah.
No, it's not even steal my song. It's you got your song to Beyonce before I could get my song to her. Mm-hmm. And your song won a Grammy, and the artist that I gave it to, it barely cracked on their album. Shit. So it's not as far fetched when you think about it. It's competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. What you want to say? Sean Garrett was at one point the person to go to writing wise. Mm-hmm. And then Dream wrote for Beyonce, and the next thing you know,
game over.
Shit. There's animosity at that point.
He's been writing for her ever since.
I will say they need to stop playing, and they need to put some respect on Brian Michael Cox's name. They need to find somebody to go up against Brian Michael Cox.
Shit.
Brian Michael Cox. That's a heavy favorite for me.
Songwriter.
Oh yeah, no.
Brian Michael Cox for me is I don't know, but Brian Michael Cox teeters in that Candyland world for me, where it's like, you better come correct when you come against Brian Michael Cox. If Brian Michael Cox will play one song on your ass and just walk off the set.
Yeah.
Like, don't waste my time.
Brian McKnight?
No.
Wow.
That is the most disrespectful, one of the disrespectful matchups, because Brian McKnight is more of an artist than a writer.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about songwriters?
Yes.
Yeah, Brian Michael Cox ain't an artist.
Yeah,
no, I'm trying to think of an artist. I had the artist in my mind and he just vanished like Thanos. Fuck, who was it? I see his face. See his bald-headed face. Oh, no, not Neil. He already did that shit. Never mind.
Yeah, Neil went against
I know he went against Jonte Austin, yeah. That was one of the best ones.
And see, the thing is, I wouldn't put Jonte against Brian Michael Cox. They co-wrote a lot. They're in the same camp. Like they're literally a part of JD's camp, so that wouldn't make sense to put them against each other.
Yeah.
They're on the stage, they have the same damn ranking credits.
Right.
Nah, Brian Michael Cox. I said this today, and I've said this a couple times before. Brian Michael Cox is somebody that you better come correct going against him. For those who don't know his resume, look that shit up.
Yeah.
He'll beat your ass.
Like if there was a situation where Brian Michael Cox was Babyface's
adversary?
No, not adversary, but he was his, like, Babyface was his mentor. It would make more sense for you looking at his resume as to how that is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's one of those resumes where if you don't know, you better fucking know.
You better learn.
Yeah.
Shit.
Ask somebody.
Yeah. I don't know, but I would like to see songwriters and producers go at it more. I would definitely like to see them rotate it. So it goes rapper, singer, producer, songwriter, or whatever formula. I just don't want to see rapper. Like,
Well, tell Just Blaze and Timbaland that. They probably have all this shit mapped out.
You mean Swizz and
Timbaland, my fault. Just Blaze, huh? Who's Just Blaze go against? I'm trying to think.
Bink.
Probably Bink.
Yeah, Bink.
They don't want to do it.
It would have to be.
This is too much egos, man. Some of these rappers have egos, man. But
well, they're not rappers.
Not rappers, but the artists, period. Just songwriters, artists, rappers, period. Only in hip-hop. They all have fucking They all have fucking egos.
You think it's just in hip hop though? Like for real?
I'm trying to think. What
we just talked about Dream and Sean.
Exactly. That's all I was about to say.
No, I'm talking about other real like pop acts.
Well, I guess
like,
hip hop culture in general. They're
hip hop
culture.
They're part of hip hop. Only hip hop culture. I don't see that shit in country. It's like Garth Brooks getting pissed off at fucking Toby Keith for some shit, or just other show. Dolly Parton. I don't see her in the verses.
Oh, you're talking just like on some country shit. I'm thinking like even on the pop lane, there's still like animosity and shit.
Like shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like Diane.
Yeah, there's some shit behind the scenes that we just don't know about.
Yeah, I'm sure that happens.
It just don't get.
I know Pink had beef with Christina Aguilera for a minute.
It just don't get pushed to the forefront because usually the pop acts have
Pink had. I remember Pink had beef with Christina Aguilera because she took her songwriter and made an album very similar to, like, Stripped was very similar to Pink's
and then Lady Marmalade took place. You know the story behind that, right?
I know that, yeah. Who sang the higher note and shit like that.
Yeah, who finishes the song.
Yeah, who hits that signature note.
Yeah.
Her manager said, yeah, Christina's doing that. And they're like, no, bitch. But, yeah. Do your Googles, people. Yeah. Anything else?
I think I got everything.
Ah, man.
They talking about when the NBA is going to start. They trying to push December 22nd.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
But again,
that's just crazy.
I don't want it to. I'm under the mindset of, start preseason. The NFC and AFC title games will be a Sunday. Mm-hmm. Start preseason that Monday. Let them have their preseason for 2 weeks.
Would you have them still be in the bubble, or would you still have them in their arenas?
No, at this point, you can let them out for a while because that's going to be the hard part is trying to convince the players to do it again.
Yeah.
And then all of them this time?
Yeah. Hell no.
Yeah.
Have them in empty arenas.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So do that. By the time their preseason ends, the Super Bowl, which we just heard they're going to let 20% of fans in.
Are you serious?
Yeah. They got announced today.
Yeah.
Wow.
20% of fans will be there, which... It sounds like a lot, but it's not since we've been seeing fans in the stands. So
especially in college games, that shit's damn near filled up. It's damn near filled up.
So it sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot. So that's whatever. But let the Super Bowl have its Super Bowl. Yeah, everybody gets that day off because of Super Bowl hangover, and then Tuesday start the NBA season. Literally, it fits right there. 2 weeks of preseason. Everybody gets their feet wet, get back in the motion. They still get their break. But the problem is that if you start December 22nd, if you start any later than that, you're losing out on like $500 to $600 million.
They said they already lost money. They lost like billions of dollars because some folks weren't even airing it overseas and shit like that.
Well, China, because that whole situation with Daryl Morey, which he left Houston and he got a job in Philly
right away,
which means Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid is on their way out. Pick.
Yeah,
because the analytics monster is coming over to Philly, and there's no room for two of them.
Shit, and fuck, the MLB is gonna investigate Justin Turner, or the Dodgers and Justin Turner
for allowing that shit to happen,
for him going out and celebrating. I just seen it right now. My bad.
If I'm Magic Johnson, I just cut the check. Yeah, find me, whatever.
Fine you not, nigga. You going to jail.
Find me. I'm Magic.
And then apparently there was a fucking, a COVID test amongst the Houston Texans. It doesn't say who it was. But they're on a bye this week.
Yeah, so them
cool.
closing that facility didn't matter for them.
How many?
I forgot that. Before I forget, salute to Magic Johnson. He won his third title in a different pro sport.
In 1 month or 2 months?
No. Just in general.
Oh, just in general. Oh, wow.
So he won as a player and as a part-time owner with the Lakers years ago. Because at the time he had a front office position when Kobe and Shaq were there.
Yeah.
Then he owned the Sparks. And they won their WNBA title way back when. And then now, as the face of the ownership group of the Dodgers, he's won another one.
Makes sense. Good
Magic
for Magic
Johnson, man.
He just owns LA, man.
He got AIDS.
Yeah.
He owns LA.
Magic Johnson, yeah.
Funny. It's still funny to say. He got AIDS.
Yeah, no, that interview would have been so much more funny. What is big old Magic Johnson? What he's done? Well, he's won 3 different titles in 3 different leagues. He's got AIDS.
Well, he said it. He got AIDS.
He's got AIDS.
You want to know a side note before we wrap up? Want to know a little fun fact about House Party?
Oh shit!
You probably don't know this. You probably know this, but you might know this.
How old they were when they recorded when they filmed it?
No. I mean, originally the House Party script was supposed to go to the Will Smith.
Will and Jazz Jeff.
Let me say.
I've already said this.
Yeah.
Or do you know the other half of it?
What's the other half?
The other half?
I don't remember.
Well, no. Okay. Well, the other half of it is that NBC. Yeah, if y'all don't know people, Kid and Play was supposed to be Fresh Prince. What's his name? Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff was supposed to be. They were supposed to be the main part of the House Party 1. Then what's it called? Years later, when they were popular and shit like that, they had a TV show on NBC. They had a cartoon on fucking NBC, which is still wild to think about. And then NBC canceled it because of ratings. So they wanted to make a deal with them and give them a show. And here's a pilot for a show that we're working on. And Kid and Play said, nah. So then that show got Quincy Jones, and then it evolved into the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh shit!
They literally just would have swapped.
Yeah. Wild.
That's crazy.
I know. That's crazy. That's how the universe works, people.
For real.
Anyway, this is episode 204.
Yep.
So 204 of the iLLogical Says podcast. You could always follow us on the Twitter at Mr. Busby4, lowercase 08. You can follow us on Twitter at TILLogicalSP. You can follow us on the Instagram at TheILLogicalSense, and of course on the Facebook.
Give me a hell yeah!
And on all social media, JC No.
No hundreds!
Of course, even though it remains no hundreds, I am solely and only going by Champion Cole. You can still call me Champion JC. Just don't forget the champion. I'm cool with that.
Just leave the champion in there,
you can call me JC600, no gang affiliation. It's just paying homage to the many times I've seen my Lakers win, which in case goes to another alias, JC6 Rings. Yes, I'm still talking my shit. I will not give up. You keep bringing up asterisks like it means something to me. Queens fans have been saying that my 2002 title is an asterisk, so that really don't mean shit. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's funny, Giants fans were being hella petty when the Dodgers won. I was like, oh, congratulations to the Dodgers. One of my friends who's a Giants fan, he just went by mention and he literally put the asterisk symbol. Yeah. Just asterisks for the Dodgers. And I was like, shit.
I've been catching all of them with one good point. Because I Warriors fans, I keep bringing up at this point.
Okay.
If this is an asterisk, we got to put an asterisk on your 73-9 because you failed at the end. So what good is that record? Niggas blew a 3-1 fucking lead. You weren't the best team. And they immediately shut up because they want to keep that 73-9.
Yeah,
it works.
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
Yeah,
to have.
Yeah. They've been pulling cards from a bunch of people down talking the Lakers. They've been pulling Warriors cards, showing them actually celebrating Lakers titles way back when.
Yeah,
this shit is funny, man.
I'm telling you, bro. I've actually seen Facebook posts about how the Lakers and Dodgers only win titles on shortened years. I was like, but the Lakers have. Never mind. Warrior fans. Like,
why do they keep bringing? Okay, whatever.
Whatever, man.
Because it hurts.
It's not like we got 16 other ones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? During regular type seasons.
Not like I saw 5 before this one.
I'm saying though, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey,
we don't know these things.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because
what we're talking about.
It stings. It burns in their souls because they said year after year when they got some hair on their nuts and they started winning their titles, they kept telling Martine and I and the likes, you'll never get another one.
Yep.
You'll never do it again. Your reign is over. And they believed the shit. And that's what made it so funny. It was like, all right, y'all have your time. It's cool. I remember what it was during my first championship run. That shit burns slow when the run ends.
Yeah, for real.
Yo, don't let that salary cap go down to $15 million because then you're going to start looking at Draymond's contract this year like, ooh,
yeah, like,
should have kept KD.
Damn it. We're stuck with this guy?
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, you, Martine.
Oh, yeah, you can follow me at Venomous408, spelled VNMS408.
We are literally 1 week away from...
I wasn't done, motherfucker. Hold up. Time out. Yeah, I do. You gotta stream my music on every digital streaming platform. Search Venomous. Spelled VNMS. And also check out my Just Blaze playlist. That shit.
Nice.
Man, I'll be honest with you. I haven't stopped listening to it after I got done with the album reviews and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Legend,
I made it and I love it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
Those are the best playlists. When you know you made a fire playlist, you can't stop listening to it.
For real.
Those are the best.
You can't go wrong with them too because when you just stuff it into, 50 plus track playlist, there's no going wrong.
Yeah.
Nope.
Like
especially
even if
your curation.
Like I know you, I don't even know if you curate it or you just put them in there.
I did.
But like even if you go against the curation, like there's still no going wrong. You're still getting the same.
You're still getting the 50 plus of this dude's best.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's pretty much what I boiled it down to.
That boy is a legend, man.
Yeah, I had like 64 tracks on shit though.
They all flow together. It's all that matters. Shit. Anyway, people, we are 1 week away from getting this whole ass nigga out. I tired of calling him the whole ass nigga in office. I want to say President-elect Joe Biden. But what you got to do, people, vote.
Vote.
I will say this. We still gonna have to call him the whole ass in office for 2 more months.
Oh, yeah.
And I will say, if he is on his way out, be prepared for those 2 months.
Oh, for fuckery.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
But yeah,
be prepared because it's not over.
Seriously.
It's not over at the election. If he
gonna
is
be on
his.
He's gonna be on
a little bit extra.
He's gonna be on that Denzel training day shit. That's if it happens. But it has to happen first, people. Vote.
Vote.
Peace.
Peace.
Later.
Vote.